All right, we're going live here. Hey, alter ego. Let me get my drink. But hope everybody's doing good. But yeah, I'll go for a little bit here and yeah, change of scenery. Move the setup into the bedroom here, and hopefully I can project a little bit more. Where in the other room is kind of closer to the stairs. Here I can be a little bit loud. Oh wait, yeah, you're correct, DJ. Let me fix that up. Yeah, it's Saturday. I Let me fix that real quick. I swear I'm not drunk. So let me fix that. It is fixed. Okay, there you go. The cat's doing fine. Yeah, he's knocked out. But yeah, my mistake. It's not Friday, it's Saturday. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. And yeah, like I said, I'll go for a little bit here and we'll talk about movies and all sorts of stuff. I just got done watching Creed 2, which, believe it or not, the more I think about it, probably what I'm going to do is review all the Expendables movies and the Creed movies. I'm going to wait on the escape plans um, because, yeah, I'm just kind of ready to kind of wrap up, the Stallone reviews. So I have never seen the Scott Pilgrim anime, but yeah, like I said, I moved the setup in here, and it's a little bit more comfortable. I got a window to look out. You know, if I see a lady jogging down the road, I'm going to look. But me saying that now, watch. This stream is going to get taken off because I dare say that if I see a lady jogging down the road, you know I'm going to look. Hey, Zero. I almost called you Zero Cool, Neo Punk. Um, but yeah, I hope you're doing good. So, and I know it's kind of early in the evening. Well, it's not too early, but right now it's 6:40. But like I said, I'll go on for a little bit here, and we could talk about movies, and like I said, I feel that I can project my voice a little bit more in here. Where in the movie room, it's easier for people to hear me the louder I get. So in here, I'm kind of like the farthest away from the stairs. So yeah, exactly. I mean, you look at what the society that we live in today, and people want to you know they'll look back on your Twitter from back in 2013 and find something to be offended about. Oh, you said you liked Burger King more than McDonald's. You were canceled. That sounds like the cries of a Chad Cancelton. But let me get my drink. So yeah, I hope the lighting's okay here. Um, it usually gets dark around 8, so we'll see what happens here. I mean, I got this window covered up, so when it gets dark, we'll see what happens. But that window over there, the reason why I'm not showing that window because the blinds are effed up, and I have to buy new blinds. And I would really like to repaint this room. The blue. It's I don't know what color. It's like a blue gray. these walls here, and it's not the prettiest to look at. It's kind of like a dim color. So I would love to, repaint this room, and we'll see what happens. Maybe in September. Yeah, I'm not watching Barbie. I'm not watching Evil Dead. That's what I think about those movies. Let me move this lamp up a little bit. There we go. I might have to. This is a desk lamp that I'm using here because if I didn't have this on, it would be very bad in here as far as the lighting. So then I might have to get like three of those lamps. But I could put some like posters back there behind me. Like, I don't know. But can everybody hear me good? This mic is, I just hooked it up. So, like I said, I hope everybody can hear me good. Are you using Transformation Cabin for Chad Cancelton, just like Steve Urkel? Chad Cancelton's in hiding right now. Ever since Twitter changed to X, yeah, he's been hiding away in some kind of, you know, uh, basement or some kind of, dwelling. He's waiting for, X to change back to Twitter. That's what he's waiting on. Hey, Gary. So yeah, when Twitter changes back to their Twitter brand and they get rid of the X logo, yeah, Chad Cancelton's going to be back. So, and he lost his verification on Twitter. I'm sorry, X. Imagine if I was Ken Shamrock. No, I would not want. Ken Shamrock is better than me. But can you guys hear me okay? Favorite Johnny Depp film? Probably. There's some that I haven't seen, but if I had to pick one for right now, I'll go with mm, Sleepy Hollow. I would say Sleepy Hollow is my favorite Johnny Depp movie. His court trial, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I caught every highlight of that trial because nobody cares about Blue Beetle. Can someone? Does anybody in the chat care about Blue Beetle? Like I said in my last stream, does anybody care or give one iota about Blue Beetle? I don't care about Blue Beetle. I don't care about Barbie. I don't care about Oppenheimer, to be honest. I mean, I was gonna see it, but I'll wait. It's 3 hours. But I hope that I'm coming in good. Which one are you watching, Blue Beetle or Barbie? The more I think about it, rewatching the Expendables films again, Ken Shamrock should have been in those movies instead of Randy Couture. Because I don't think Randy Couture is the greatest actor. Like, he's one of the characters that honestly should have been killed off. Like Ken Shamrock should have played that character. Silence of the Lambs, great movie. Y'all already saw Barbie? I'm sorry about that. I'm willing to bet that Blue Beetle is a slightly better movie. But all the stuff I've heard about Barbie, I know Matt did a rant on it. I know Fabio did a rant on it. And I have to finish watching their videos. But yeah. Hey, Bobby. Yeah, Expendables 4, rewatching Expendables 3 again, really got me mad. I mean, it just really pisses me off. And Expendables 4 is going to be just as bad or worse. Yeah. Well, I mean, if people like the film, that's fine. I don't know if Mike has reviewed it yet. Usually I would see like a notification, but I think he did talk about it on Facebook or something, or like, typed up a review. Now, like I said, I don't think Mike has reviewed it yet. I could be wrong, but yeah. Willie Scott was absent. I don't mind the character. Now, I know that character gets a lot of flack, but I still like the character. Okay, he did review it. Okay. I have to go check out his review then. Yeah, like I said, usually I get notifications on that stuff, and um, now I have to go back and check out his review. I just think that I would not be a fan of it. Yeah, exactly. Those are my thoughts on Dial of Destiny and The Flash. I don't know. We'll see. Favorite movie set? Actually, one that jumps to mind is when at the end of the Goonies, when they discover the ship. Like that was a great set. But even like, getting to that point, where they're underground and you got the booby traps and stuff, that automatically jumped to mind. Like the whole, film of the Goonies. That's just one. I've never seen Streets of Fire. Okay, I never heard of that one. I don't know. I mean, I have to think about that one. You know what? Yeah, yeah. I think I would. I think I would put Revenge of the Sith over T3. I don't know though. I have to really think about that one. Yeah, the Temple of Doom sets. They were great. Favorite 80s song? Okay, I'll start with that one first. Um, that's tough. But let me see here. Anything by Van Halen, I don't know though. I don't know about that one. Most underrated. I have to think about those. Yeah, I mean, it's like both movies have some good notes, but it's hard to say that one is better than the other because T3 wasn't needed. Revenge of the Sith, it's the best of the prequels, so I don't know which one would take the edge. Well, I would not watch. But yeah, I would not. I'm done with Kevin Smith, even though I've heard he's off the weed, but still. And I don't know why. Yeah, see, I start talking about Kevin Smith and my eye starts to twitch. Hey Gabo, hope you're doing well. We got Alex. In fact, um, I threw the invite, so yeah, at least T3, like those Star Wars movies are filled with so much green screen, where T3, that's not so much like there's some CGI there, but for the most part, it was kept practical. So, like T3, I would say, in terms of action, has better action, probably better characters. Um, maybe Revenge of the Sith has better direction. I don't know. Hey, man.
Hello.
Hey. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I am doing well.
Uh, but yeah, man, I wanted to change up the scenery here. I don't know. I went from the office to here, where I think here, I can probably project a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so what have you been up to, man?
Well, not much. Just the usual, I suppose. Yeah. There, nothing too exciting. Just enjoying the day as much as I can, and got a hold of the Mortal Kombat One beta because I pre-ordered the game.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. So, what
Yeah.
are your thoughts on that?
The beta for Mortal Kombat One.
Yeah, this new Mortal Kombat.
So far, I'm really liking the gameplay. Um, I do await the next. I mean, not the finished product. From what I know, this is supposed to be a brand new timeline. That wipes the slate clean.
Okay, yeah, I've seen the trailer and it looked interesting.
Yeah.
Favorite.
Favorite CGI sequence. Uh Probably the that or the one of the scenes involved in the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I was gonna ready to say that too. Am I coming in okay? Because I just plugged up the mic before I started the stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Revenge of the Sith hasn't held up that well. Too much CGI that dates the film makes it look like a video game. It's been a long time since I've seen that film, but I do particularly remember an overkill of CG with the prequels.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that I saw that in a theater. And that was almost 2 decades ago.
Yeah, same here.
Um, I can't remember if I saw the Phantom Menace. I mean, I certainly saw Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. But what do you? I was just talking about earlier. Like, what do you think is better, Revenge of the Sith or T3? Someone brought that up.
Well, I guess Revenge of the Sith, but the thing about T3 was that it was not really necessary.
Yeah, where it's like with the prequels, it took by the third film to actually make a good movie,
Yeah,
and it's like with T3. I mean, you said it just right. I mean, it wasn't needed.
wasn't needed, and plus it came off two really monumental, really groundbreaking films that again, the concluded the whole thing perfectly.
Yeah. So, for people out there that don't know, we may have mentioned this before, but we don't live far apart from each other.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe about what, an hour and a half away.
An hour and a half. I mean, I live in Sanford, but
Let me see. I'm not going to tell people where I live, but
yeah,
I'll
it's
just
best not to do that.
yeah, about an hour and 20.
Oh, 20. Okay.
Yeah, from where I'm at.
Right. T3 is overrated. I don't know about overrated. There are a good amount of people who were disappointed by that flick. It's just that, some people are kind to it, especially with the recent batch of Terminator films that came out in the past past few years.
Probably mediocre is the best way to describe it.
Yeah, it's basically the plot is basically T2, but not as good.
Yeah, and especially when you throw in a director that what did he do before U571? I mean,
Nothing that really
yeah,
screams Terminator. Made for money. It's not overrated because it wasn't praised when it came out. No.
I remember like right before it came out and the promotion, and it was insane.
Yeah,
And that was like at the time, Arnold was running for governor, and when it came out, I did see it, made a bunch of money, and I
made a
remember,
bunch.
but
Yeah.
20 years later, it's just a bad movie.
So, it goes without saying. Yeah.
Um, the ending of the film
Yeah,
redeemed it.
that's one of the aspects that gets a lot of praise about the film, and one of the better things about it is the ending. You know,
Yeah.
but even then, I don't think it really makes the whole movie.
Mhm. Like if I had to give it any points, I would say maybe some of the practical action sequences,
The practical action scenes. Yeah,
like this stuff in the cemetery and the highway scene before that,
yeah,
but it got too jokey.
it really did with the shit like talk to the hand, and him getting his clothes from was it a strip club or a gay bar?
Yeah, Mel Stripper
Yeah,
might as well have been Chippendales. Well, actually, there were nothing at Chippendales, so but it's almost Chippendales.
yeah. T3's not great, but sadly, it's a masterpiece compared to Salvation, Genesis, and Dark Fate. Genesis and Dark Fate, I can agree on. I haven't seen Salvation in a long ass time, so I can't really say which one was better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Genesis and Dark Fate sucks.
Yes,
Dark Fate's worse. I'd rather watch T3 over those movies.
yes. Which films do you think time
Ooh.
has not been kind to? Probably Spawn,
Yeah,
because a lot of the CG in that movie has aged terribly.
I'm thinking. um, I have to come back to that one.
Yeah,
Oh man. I mean, there's like maybe I could think of two and three if I sat on this for a few minutes, but I'll come back to it.
Yeah, T3 is not a good Terminator film at all, but it's a decent action film. Mm, I don't know. I mean, to each his their own. But
Yeah, I would say I didn't mind Nick Stahl in the movie. Like I
right
don't mind
next.
Claire Danes,
Yeah,
like the two actresses, but Arnold, you know,
Arnold seemed like he
as a
was.
joke.
Yeah,
Um, the only thing the only thing I could really say about it overall is just the action scenes aren't bad, and
and what did you think of Kristana Loken as the TX?
I didn't mind her actually. And again, I
Yeah,
know she's not the T1000, but I thought she did an okay job for what she had.
yeah, yeah. That's the thing because Robert Patrick's the T1000 is kind of a tough act to follow when it comes to villains.
Yeah. So
I mean, I wouldn't praise it, but I don't mind it. Like a time
yeah, time
waster.
waster.
Yeah, I see. Yeah,
And it pisses me off more because Arnold went into politics, and from after T3 to like 2013, we didn't see much of him in films, and I think it just really.
we didn't see
Which he had
much
a
of him outside of films,
yeah, I mean
outside of
he had a
of
cameo in the rundown, but that's it. I
the,
mean,
the rundown. Which, looking at that scene, you'd think the torch would have indeed been passed successfully because of that scene with him and the Rock.
yeah, that torch quickly extinguished
Yeah,
when given to the Rock.
it not only extinguished. I think the wind, made it turn off like faster. You could say, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, that torch got rock bottomed.
Rock bottom, people's elbow. Yeah,
Yeah, via the Disney movies and the Tooth Fairy and all that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. It was the Disney movies. Plus, before that, he did the Doom movie, which I haven't seen in a long time, but like that movie was okay on its own, but as a Doom movie, it kind of sucked.
I've never seen that. I've never
Oh,
played the games. I know I'm very behind.
yeah. Yeah. Definitely much better than the straight to video reboot, which was Doom Annihilation.
Is
Yeah,
that the Netflix one?
I don't think it's Netflix. It was straight to video, but it might as well be Netflix because it looked really cheap. And the Doom Slayer in that movie. Normally, the Doom Slayer is a guy. I think it was a chick in the film.
Mm. Yeah, I think remember I think I saw like a trailer for it, but I'm like I'm not watching that.
Yeah, yeah. If Arnold played human prototype of T-800, Sarah Connor not being killed off the screen, young Reese coming back, T3 would have been a lot better, and at least it could have been something a bit different. Maybe, but I gotta think. Was that around the time Edward Furlong was drugged out of his mind?
Yeah, that's why they didn't get him back for T3. Either it was that or he was in rehab.
Yeah. So there were either way. There was no way they were gonna get him to do that movie.
Yeah, he was a weird guy when I met him.
Ooh.
Uh, I got a picture with him. Like I shook his hand, but he didn't really seem interested. I don't know if I didn't say anything derogatory or anything.
I think
I
yeah,
just rubbed him the wrong way.
I think it was just the drugs that got to his head.
Yeah, this is back in 2020, right before COVID.
That timing certainly didn't help.
Yeah.
What if Peter
You
Jackson
imagine?
went? Maybe when he did stuff like Dead Alive and horror films like that, but now I can't really say. Like the thing about it is that Lord of the Rings is probably his biggest accomplishment, but it also kind of made him so different from what he used to be.
Yeah. And I don't think King Kong helped his career.
No,
I mean, nowadays, do we want to see a werewolf on ice? like King
No,
Kong did.
or a werewolf movie that lasts 3 hours long.
Yeah.
You know,
And then after that, we get the extended director's, producers, writers cut of a werewolf movie.
yeah, it's probably a good thing he didn't do the Wolfman remake, even though that didn't help.
Maybe if you had a wolf man or a werewolf in one of the Hobbit movies,
Yeah,
it would have been good.
yeah,
I've never seen those movies. I've only seen the first three Lord of the Rings,
yes,
and that that's it.
yeah. To be honest, those are the only ones worth sticking with because I didn't bother with the Hobbit because I didn't care, and also there was that Amazon series which looked like shit. I didn't
Yeah,
bother with that either. Yeah,
yeah.
Rings of Power,
Rings of Power.
the cock Rings of Power.
Yeah, might as well be.
Yeah, if it wasn't called Doom, I don't think it would have gotten hate because as an adaptation of the game, it's really poor. Yeah, the Doom movie with The Rock. Carl Urban was also in that movie as the good guy, and the Rock was the villain. Surprisingly,
Yeah, I think I have it somewhere. I need to watch it.
yeah. Oh, funny that they follow up with a reboot called Annihilation. Like you really want to bring back flashbacks of Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
All I needed was Brian Thompson in there, and
It is glorious. Yeah,
yeah, it would have been a glorious return of epic proportions. You don't want to see Brian Thompson come back for another Annihilation of any kind. Yeah,
uh,
not even Halloween Annihilation.
do you think they're really gonna do that? I mean, they just did Halloween Ends, but that friend, I don't know. Like, but then again, they probably said no more because not only was it the end of that movie, but Halloween Ends just kind of sucked, to be honest.
The next one's going to be Halloween. We thought it ended.
We thought it ended. Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Back when The Rock actually wanted to act and not play the same guy in every movie he does, pretty much. Because it's like if I showed somebody Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, or Rampage, it would not be that distinguishable. Let's just say that much.
yeah, I mean, he seems to play the same character in every movie, and I
Same
don't know. What do
character.
you think it is? Do you think it's just the people that are around him that give him these projects? And
I have no idea, but I could safely tell you this much that even though a lot of Van Damme's filmography has some similar beats, they're not the same movie. They don't have the same thing going on. Like he's wearing different clothes in each of his movies and stuff like that.
yeah, it almost seems like he's trying, like The Rock, and what type of films he does now. Like he's trying to keep up with the current fad or whatever that is, but it doesn't fit with his persona or
No,
what he should be.
nah, and to add salt to the wound, he was trying so hard to make that Black Adam movie, which was kind of his vanity project, and it didn't work out.
No, it was just forgettable.
It really
Yeah, I
was.
saw most of it.
Yeah, I saw bits of it. I didn't want to bother watching it because
I'm like,
the CG looked like shit for one, and also you want okay. Black Adam is a villain of Captain Marvel, Shazam. You know, not the Marvel Captain Marvel. She could go fuck herself, but I mean like the Shazam from DC. They make this movie, but there's no connection to Shazam.
yeah.
Instead, I think The Rock wanted to do the movie because he wanted to fight Superman or some shit like that.
Now, what happened on the movie where like Shazam was going to appear in it, but it didn't happen, or The Rock prevented something from happening from somebody appearing?
I guess it was something along those lines.
Superman was it
Yeah,
Superman?
Superman definitely appeared at the end of Black Adam, from what I heard, from what I remembered. With Henry Cavill coming back, so much for that.
Yeah, And now they got this new Superman.
Yeah. What if the villain of T3 was a liquid metal and the T1000 is a reprogram? Ah,
That's kind of what they did in Genesis,
yeah.
right?
I think so. I don't remember because fuck that movie.
But at the end of the movie, like, didn't the T-800 had abilities like that? Like, I thought I remember.
Yeah, I cannot tell you because then again, fuck that movie. It
Yeah.
was so shitty that it escaped my mind.
What if
If
Michael Bay producing an underdog movie?
it's funny, there was the Underdog movie around the same year Transformers came out, 2007.
Okay, I just remembered now.
Yeah,
Was it like a live action, kind of like a Garfield type of
it was.
hybrid?
It was,
Oh
and
God.
I didn't bother with it.
Yeah, see, my eye just twitched. I don't know. I've been experiencing a lot of twitching. I don't know if it's just talking about these certain topics,
Yeah,
but I'm good.
yeah. What Um,
I mean, I can look at Movie Web, but I don't think there's anything worth talking about.
yeah, what is there we're talking about? Like besides, I don't know,
The
even
strike.
the strike. Yeah, that films like Deadpool 3 and Mortal Kombat 2 got delayed because of it. You know,
Yeah. I mean,
basically,
I was getting
basically
ready.
nothing. Yeah,
I was getting ready to ask, like, you don't look forward to Blue Beetle, do you?
not really. I'll just stick with the Raimi Spider-Man films or Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Okay. Here's a good question.
Any movies you guys looking forward to next year? Well, I would have been looking forward to Mortal Kombat 2, but a few things. Number one, the 2021 MK movie wasn't that great. And number two, the MK movies follow this fucking pattern where if the first one is good or at least tolerable, the next one is worse. Just look at the 90s films, 95 and Annihilation. Now, even the animated movies kind of followed a similar path where Scorpion's Revenge was pretty solid, but the second one, Battle of the Realms, was kind of weaker.
Mhm.
So, here's the thing: if the 2021 reboot proved so polarizing, and if it was so shitty, imagine how much worse this next one can get.
Yeah. I mean, Carl Urban is Johnny Cage. I like Carl Urban, but the guy's like way too old to play the character.
Yeah, I thought that was weird, especially since they got like a chick in her 30s to be Sonya,
Yeah.
which that could that kind of seems off, don't you think? Like a little suspect.
I mean, I'd rather take Carl Urban than The Miz when they were
Well,
talking
yeah,
about that. I mean,
yeah, but yeah, I'd rather take Carl Urban over the Miz, but is that really? Plus, I hear that they want to have. I looked at the cast; they have so many characters this time around. Like, they wanted to bring in a huge cast. It's like, I get it. I get it's the sequel, but please avoid the mistakes that Mortal Kombat Annihilation have. There's a chance they're not going to avoid those mistakes, though.
yeah, I mean, because I remember like them talking about, oh, we don't want to repeat the mistakes of the 21 movie, but I just have a feeling that it could be just as bad or worse.
Morris, yeah, yeah. It's like, yeah, they're talking about having the tournament. Are they going to have the tournament though? But
That's kind of like the way Twisted Metal this series ended. Like the
yeah,
last episode, it teases it like they tease a tournament, and I'm like, why wasn't this from the get go?
yeah, especially because it's season one, and that's kind of the point of
Yeah,
the. It, I get that I get that in a series format you want to build up the characters. You could still do that while still doing the tournament. I mean, the 1995 film obviously did that in a very the as best as it could.
but that had characters with personality and
Characters with personality, of course.
yeah,
That's what I mean. They had the time to develop those characters, and make them really likable. And 2021 just fucking rushed through the character development really, and really the one who had most of the character was Kano.
Yeah. And Cole got a lot of the propping up because we
Oh
want to be
god,
like in a Marvel movie.
yeah, prepping up, and yet he was bland as shit. He had no personality to speak of.
Yeah. Like, and they try to give him body armor or whatever, skin armor,
Yeah,
like
body
he's Bucky,
like
from
his
the
what?
like Bucky,
Bucky from the winter, yeah, the
yeah,
Winter
Winter
Soldier.
Soldier,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. And what is this? Heath Ledger, Paul Walker, and Anton Yelchin are the actors who died the last 15 years who I missed the most. Such talent's gone way too soon now. Yeah,
and
and
this kind, yeah,
I'm quite interested in seeing Carl Urban as Johnny Cage. That's a good casting. Who cares if he's older? Man is not 75, unlike Keaton.
that's true.
But we also got to keep in mind that this is a sequel to a movie that wasn't that good, and
Yeah,
I know that they have a different writer. It's Jeremy Adams who wrote the Moon Knight series. But here's the thing: he was also involved with the Fantastic Four reboot. Granted, he said that that movie was not his fault and that a lot of the material he wrote was dropped from the finished product. But I don't know, man. I'm still not entirely sure on this movie.
now what do you think
Mhm.
as far as the sequel goes? I mean, they say that they're going to try and rectify the mistakes, but what do you see, I guess, turning out worse? Or, I mean, if you had a, do you think it's like a 70-30 or 80-20? That, I mean, what are the odds? If you had if you're a betting man on the sequel,
Oh,
like just how
ooh.
bad it's going to be, or
I don't. I'm not good at betting, but I don't know, man. Because I'm trying to think about how to say this. They want to make this the tournament, but is it going to happen? That's the thing.
will it be rated R?
Will it be? Oh, it definitely will be rated R. But another concern is that they got the same director from the first one, the 2021 film, to come back to do this film. Yeah,
Yeah,
you see,
that's the one thing. Like if they're talking about rectifying their mistakes, why not switch out directors?
if he
Start
if
off.
he learned if he learned how to direct better, okay, cool. But it still kind of makes me doubt the movie,
Yeah,
because his direction was not that strong in the first one. He couldn't direct action scenes worth a shit because a lot of a lot of them were over edited. Granted, not Colombiana levels of like Olivier Megaton levels of bad editing, but it still stuck out like a sore fucking thumb.
yeah. Then you got bland ass characters.
Bland ass characters. you know and the thing about it is that I can't really blame the actors because the script did not do them any fucking favors.
Yeah, I mean we could have come up with better material.
Exactly, especially because I like to write stuff on Mortal Kombat and come up with my stuff based on the franchise. I could have fucking wrote a better script for the reboot than whatever shit they came up with.
Yeah, do you think there was a lot of studio interference? Like they don't really care for the properties, so they just want to kind of just throw whatever at the wall and hope it sticks, or just
Oh yeah, yeah. I kind of believe that because the for one, the idea of Cole Young was a studio mandated choice.
oh, that's right, I remember now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just remembered that.
and
Why was that a mandate?
I
Because
have
they
no
want to
idea.
copy Marvel and
I don't know if it was. I don't think it was the copy Marvel. I think maybe because someone wrote a script early on when the reboot was in development, and they were probably like, "Nah, man, this movie is taking way too long to fucking make. Let's just do this anyways."
that's the end product.
Yeah.
Uh,
Have you guys played the Dead Rising games? No, but I have seen playthroughs of Dead Rising, all the games. I seen a buddy of mine on Twitch stream those games, and they look a lot of fun for the most part.
Yeah, I've seen like playthroughs, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, movie you're passionate. You mean like movies that we're the most passionate about?
Yeah, I guess like that you love, dearly, and like films that you love so much that you're just passionate about. I mean, you were
Oh,
talking about Mortal Kombat 1995.
yes, yes, yeah.
For me, Jaws,
Jaws, yeah.
um, Hackers, which I just bought the
Hackers,
Blu-ray.
yeah. Was it
Uh,
the Scream Factory Blu-ray?
yeah,
Yeah.
and I had that at one point, but I think I gave that to Matt, if I'm remembering correctly, because I
Mhm.
bought it around the time it came out. But then I think I gave that one to Rambo Raff,
Mhm. Yeah.
and I think that's what happened. So I'm like, I need to get the Blu-ray again. It's one of my top three favorite movies. But I don't have the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Can you
What if
imagine?
Mel Gibson doing Prince of Persia? I mean, I don't know. Like when I think of Mel Gibson as a director, I usually think of more like dramatic, more historical, epic kind of films. Prince of Persia is a period piece, but it would have to be very action heavy and stuff like that, and special effects heavy too.
It would have to be like a 3 hour, 4 hour epic with
Nah,
like a lot of gore and gruesome deaths.
yeah, like Braveheart,
Yeah,
Passion of the Christ levels of bloody.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. Prince of the Passion,
Passion of the Prince, yeah,
Passion of the Persia. I don't know.
yeah. Passion of the Prince. That sound like some like a Prince biopic or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Purple Rain.
Purple. Yeah. Do you guys think that Fat Fury 7 would have been better if Paul Walker got a chance to complete the movie? Uh, I guess maybe, but they
Have you
really
seen
should
it?
have. I saw bits of it, but I just think they should have stopped after he died.
Yeah, I haven't seen out of those movies. I have seen the first two and like parts of five. And that's pretty
Yeah.
much it. I gave up after you know I was not too big into those movies. That's just me.
Yeah. I think Twisted Picture should make more movies that are not Saw sequels. Well, it depends if they have a good track record outside of Saw sequels.
Twisted Metal. Why not?
Twisted
I don't
Metal,
know.
yeah,
At least that they have the gore packed down with the Saw movies. That could work in.
yeah.
Hey, you know what? Mortal Kombat. I don't know.
Mortal,
Maybe that could work.
maybe Mortal Kombat. It's funny to think James Wan was a producer on the 2021 film. I think he should have directed, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it would have turned out way better than
Yeah,
it was.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because see,
why didn't he direct it though? Have you heard anything about
because
that?
I
Or
because from what I heard, from what I was told, he had so much in his plate at the time.
oh, probably working on the Conjuring movies and
Conjuring movies and Aquaman, which Aquaman 2 is, fucking it's taking a long ass time to get off the ground because, they want to re-edit the movie so much. And I truly doubt that movie, if it does get released, I doubt it's gonna do well.
they're probably trying to give Amber Heard more scenes.
Yeah, either that or they're trying to remove her completely, but you never know.
Yeah, maybe she did all the scenes where she took a shit in the ocean. They're trying to edit out.
God. Passion of Hercules. Oh shit.
I'll watch it.
Kevin Sorbo.
Yeah, directed by Mel Gibson. Can you imagine?
Oh damn. Oh god. Yeah. I don't mind Batman Begins, but I kind of agree that the editing of the of that of the fights in that movie were kind of jarring, to be honest. I mean, I don't dislike the movie. Granted, the Nolan films do get a lot of praise, but you know, Dark Knight Rises is kind of the weak link of the three. But
Yeah, I like Batman Begins.
Yeah,
Honestly, the more I think about it, it's probably it could be my favorite of the three.
of the
Even though The
three.
Dark Knight had a lot of great things. Well, Heath
Dark Knight.
Ledger is the best part, but
Yes, Heath Ledger's the best part, and he really kind of carried the movie if you think about
yeah,
it.
he did. I mean,
Yeah,
I still don't care for Christian Bale's
Christian Bale's been,
voice.
yeah, as
Yeah.
Batman. You know,
Uh, but this question here, yeah, I've been seeing her all over Twitter, and
I don't give a shit about the Snow White remake or whatever, because I don't even give a shit about the remakes that Disney made. You know,
have you seen this woman's comments
no,
and
I
like
haven't,
all
but
the video? Oh my gosh! Like I don't want to share anything up here because the stream might get taken down or whatever. But
what did she say
maybe I
exactly?
can find some quotes.
Okay,
But I do know that a lot of people that are on social media are calling her out on it.
yeah,
And let me see. Let me just go to Twitter because I have Twitter right here.
mhm.
Let me see. What is that noise? Is that your end or my end?
My end is
Okay,
my
I was
phone.
like, I looked that way. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Branding. Okay, this is from the 15th. Branding experts warn Rachel Zegler's backlash could ruin Disney's big budget Snow White remake and predict executives will be having crisis talks in order to win back fans ahead of the 2024 reboot.
Win back fans. Really, you're not gonna win.
Here you
You're
go.
not gonna win back fans like this after all the shit you produced, Disney.
Yeah, I was trying to play like a little bit of the audio, but um, yeah, admitting that she didn't like Snow White growing up, saying that she had only watched it once before getting the role, and I forgot exactly her quotes, but
Exactly. Why would you take this role if you're not a fan of the first movie, anyways? You know.
exactly. I mean, and yeah, because this is going to help, with the film that you're bad
Uh,
mouthing the original, and
yeah, and didn't the actress for the Little Mermaid remake say something similar about the original Little Mermaid?
I don't know, I can't remember.
I wouldn't be surprised, but maybe not to the same extent as this woke bitch, but still, you know.
Yeah, I mean that actress who plays Ariel, she's an angel compared to this girl, this girl here. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, absolutely.
I had to be dragged to that one.
The action in Batman Begins. It's not. Well, yeah, it's definitely not all about the action in that movie. There are things about that film that really, keep it strong. You know.
Yeah, I like this origin story, like the way they established Batman. That was
Yes.
cool. I liked Scarecrow in the movie. I liked Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, yeah, the action scenes it just got a little bit too jittery with the camera.
Yes. Yes, and that's mostly the hand to hand scenes. Like in terms of like the Batmobile scenes, they're like fine, but it's just the hand to hand combat that Chris Nolan kind of faltered on.
Now, if we got this movie,
I'll just stick with the Coppola version from '92.
what
That's
is Michael Bay going to have Marky Mark as Dracula?
Marky Mark's Dracula, possibly.
Yeah,
About time she got blasted. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, you know.
yeah. Like I said, I would try to share some clip on here, but I don't want to get like any kind of strike or take it off
Yeah,
StreamYard or
yeah. It's
Maybe I could find like comments or something or some kind of quote.
Maybe I could. Yeah, let's see.
Ah, let's see. Yeah, I don't think she did.
She, I think. Hold up.
I
Fuck.
keep on recall like I want to call her Halle Berry. That's how
Yeah,
like
that's
similar those names are. I'm
it
like,
really is. Yeah.
man, you know what? Like coming from like somebody, I saw the Little Mermaid, the reboot. I don't think she's terrible, but at the same time, it just wasn't needed.
It wasn't needed. The CG looked like shit from what I
Yeah.
saw, and Aquafina as Scuttle is fucking nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah, and she has a song number in that movie. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
a rap
yeah, I'm
number.
like, I
Yeah,
just, I want to beat my head against the wall.
yeah. Also, the guy playing Eric has all the charisma of a block of wood.
Yeah. Well, that's an insult to a block of wood.
Yeah, because Plank from Ed, Ed and Eddie would be a better fit for Eric than this guy.
Eric Roberts would have been better.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Throw Eric Roberts. Well, I don't know. There's an age gap there, but still.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, maybe back in the 80s. I don't know when
Yeah.
the original
You know
movie
what? That
came
would have been
out.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eric Roberts in there, damn it. It would be best of the best under the sea.
Best of the best. Yeah. Kirsten Dunst's worst performance is the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. I don't know about the worst performance, but she was definitely one of the aspects about the movies that I didn't like, you know?
I'm trying to think, is it the worst? I don't like her character in that movie, but I don't know
Yeah.
if it's her worst movies.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say is that, her character, her version of Mary Jane was such an unlikable bitch, but I don't know if I would say that was her worst performance ever.
Maybe Spider-Man 3.
Spider-Man 3, oh, absolutely. But I haven't seen a lot of films with her other than those films as well as Small Soldiers and Bring It On.
I'll bring it on. I haven't seen that film in forever.
Yeah.
People were hyped up about that movie for some reason. Sean Penn's Robin Hood.
Fuck that guy.
It would be like a gritty
Gritty.
Robin Hood movie.
Yeah. It wouldn't even be about what if it would probably be a modern day Robin Hood, if anything.
Yeah.
Or you got Deadpool 4. What? You mean Deadpool 3, right?
Yeah, I think even Deadpool 3 is on pause.
Yeah. And they posted those set photos of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine in the costume.
Did you look forward to it?
Uh I definitely am more hopeful of that film than Mortal Kombat 2, but we'll wait and see.
Yeah, because I heard about how like they were going to bring back some of the original X-Men
Yes.
and Ben Affleck's Daredevil and Jennifer Garner's Elektra,
Yeah.
and there was going to be variants of Wolverine.
Huh.
And from what, take this with a grain of salt, but there was a rumor that in the plot it had something to do with Deadpool going back and killing off these 20th Century Fox Marvel characters.
Yeah, it was basically Deadpool kills the Fox Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Which that's an actual like Deadpool kills the Marvel universe. That's an actual story that happens in the comics.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so that would have been the case.
I guess so. I think there wasn't there also Punisher kills the Marvel universe story in the comics as well.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't catch up with comics that much lately.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if Thomas Jane was approached,
Yeah, I wonder.
which I would not want to see that character be killed.
No, not at all. Worst 1984 movie I've seen is Splatter University. I've never seen that film.
I'm looking up movies right now of worst of '84.
Worst of '84. I can't think of any.
I can't say Supergirl because Rhinestone. You know what? I'll go with Rhinestone.
Rhinestone, yeah.
Yeah, I just
Stallone.
saw that. Yeah,
Sly. There's a reason that Frank Stallone is a better singer than you are.
yeah. I can maybe watch it as like a funny time waster, but because
Yeah.
it's laughable,
Yeah.
but it's just not good.
No.
Have you seen it?
I saw bits of it. Stallone singing, country singing was enough to make me want to shut it off.
I'm. I was gonna do like an impression, but I'm not gonna try.
Uh, I hope they don't kill him off. I really do. I really hope they don't kill him off.
I don't either.
I mean, I get. There's a lot of people that hated the 2003 Daredevil movie. I'm not one of them, but
Yeah, I don't. I don't hate it. I mean,
no, the director's cut is really good.
I need to get the director's cut, but I remember seeing that. I think
Yeah,
around Valentine's Day of '03,
yeah, that's when it came out.
and the soundtrack. I remember having that
Yes,
and just listen.
yes,
Like I probably wore it out.
yeah,
Listen to it so much. But hopefully, like some people will pop in here. I know it's a little bit like we'll see if Matt or Scotty or somebody or Wildman.
yeah,
I know it's only like 7:40.
yeah. Daredevil. Yes, yeah, it's pretty good actually. Yeah, yeah. But come on, at least yeah.
Yeah.
Uh I mean, she's not my favorite thing about Daredevil. She looks good though, but I don't know if I would go that far.
Mhm.
Like, is anyone gonna? I mean, she already got killed off in the Daredevil movie as it was, but
Yeah. So it's gonna happen again.
yeah, if it happened again, that would be even worse.
Yeah. Maybe she gets killed off by J Lo. It'll be a joke in the movie.
Yeah,
Which I kid about that. I think they actually get along, but it's
yeah,
kind of funny to think about.
yeah,
I mean, I can imagine that being like a Deadpool 3 type of joke.
yeah. Hulk 2003, I grew up with. Yeah, I
I
know
still
Matt.
like that movie.
Yeah,
Do
Matt.
you
I
like
know
it?
Matt. It's been a long time since I've seen it. I know Matt is a defender of the film. He definitely likes the film. X2 is solid. I agree. Yeah,
I definitely agree.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm like right by the road here, so if you hear like people driving by with music, you'll hear it.
yeah. Why would it be worse? It would be worse in the sense that you just bring her there just to get killed off. It kind of. Granted, it's not like other characters where we built an attachment to them because of how likable they were, and then to suddenly kill them off is a slap to the face. But
Yeah, I think maybe I saw the movie once, and I don't remember anything about it
yeah, I saw it. It was
because it's that
forgettable.
awful.
It sucked. Yeah, it was very forgettable. I know that Kerry Tagawa had a small role in that movie.
He did.
Yeah,
Okay, I totally forgot about that.
yeah, Shang Tsung. You think I'm gonna say that he probably should have been the Mandarin.
The what?
The Mandarin, the villain from
Yeah,
Iron Man. Yeah,
that would have been cool. It would have been
yeah,
better.
yeah,
On a side note here, and I know this is not anything to do with what we're talking about, but I'm kind of debating about next Friday. There's like a retro throwback movie theater in Durham. that is playing a double of Terminator and RoboCop,
That
and
sounds really cool, actually.
and I'm kind of like going back and forth, and that's a little drive, maybe about an hour and some change, but
Yeah.
um,
I know that I went to the Alamo Draft House in Raleigh to see the original Ninja Turtles movie. And that was really cool.
yeah, I still haven't been to Alamo Draft House.
Right.
Um, yeah, that's in Raleigh, and I've never been there. It's on my bucket list.
Yeah. Exactly. Daredevil and Electro are not John Wick or Han Solo or Michael Keaton's Batman. Wouldn't mind if they get killed off. Yeah, but there are people who do like Ben Affleck's Daredevil. So, you know,
Yeah, I mean, we'll see with Deadpool 3.
yeah, we'll see. You know, I could say bring in Wesley Snipes' Blade, but that's New Line. That's not Fox.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
sorry, but yeah, I just have a feeling that
they'll
it might be good, but
it might be good, but they'll fuck it up anyways.
yeah, I kind of seen enough characters die in the last few years
Yeah,
that it's not a fresh thing.
no, not at all. It's a cheap way to, uh, to shock people.
Yeah, and the shock has run its course.
Yes, no more
Well,
Frankenstein.
how many Frankenstein movies are you watching, Gary? If you're, I mean, I don't think we're getting that many.
Yeah, I mean, we got a Dracula movie recently, and a lot. It was funny is that not a single Dracula movie since Bram Stoker's Dracula have been good or successful.
Why do you think? I mean,
I don't know. I think maybe because we had so many great Dracula adaptations that you know there's a high bar to set, and also people are getting tired. It's like Dracula probably the the mystique, the appeal of the character is not fresh anymore.
no. I mean, didn't Blade make money or? Well, it's not a Dracula movie, but you
No,
got vampires and
Blade did make money. Blade 1 and 2,
yeah, I
but
just don't.
but they did introduce a version of Dracula in Blade Trinity, which fucking sucked.
I don't know, just not. I mean, Renfield didn't do anything. I don't think there's really that much you could do with the character.
No, not a, like what, not at all. I mean, what can they do that hasn't been done already? I mean,
Not even like in comedy form,
no,
like a parody.
yeah, because they did that already, did they? Dracula Untold, I think, broke even at best, but true, everything else flopped, including Rhinefeld and Last Voyage of Demeter. But yeah, they definitely didn't do well.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this next question here because I should know. I know who John Fogerty is. Fogerty?
Fogarty,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
He's yeah, Credence. Okay, so the singer of Credence.
Credence.
Probably Bad Moon Rising.
Batman Rising. Okay.
Uh, so yeah, I'm kind of going back and forth if I want to go next Friday and because it starts at 7 and I know I'm not going to get home till like after midnight.
Right.
So I'm like, eh. But there's not a lot of. I mean, they play something every week, but how many times am I going to see like that kind of double feature?
Yeah. It's definitely like you know, definitely like a one night only kind of, or like one opportunity, don't miss it kind of, you know, kind of
And I
thing.
know it's going to be packed because
Yeah.
there was one. Well, they just had a free showing of Pee Wee's Big Adventure, and like 300 people showed up.
Wow.
And I just heard about that recently.
Of course, they did that because of the sad passing of Paul Rubens.
Yeah, when that was sad.
Yeah,
I mean, to be honest with you, I haven't seen all of Pee Wee's Big Adventure. That's just I know it's a weird thing, but
yeah, yeah. That's fair enough. You know, it's been a long time since I've seen that movie too.
yeah, I do have it on DVD.
Yeah,
It's the Terminator and RoboCop, and
Terminator.
they're playing it next Friday at this theater. That's about an hour and maybe 10 or 15 minutes away, and I'm debating if I'm going or not.
Yeah. Oh, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, that double feature also reminds me that the trailer for RoboCop had music from the Terminator.
Oh, it did okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that it would be fun to go, and uh, I remember when I went to go see. I've told this before. I went to go see the Running Man and Demolition Man double feature, and when the Running Man started, they had a trailer for Over the Top, and as soon as that started playing, and people saw the trailer, like everybody started clapping in the theater,
Wow, that's good.
and so they knew exactly what it was, and that was cool.
Have I ever seen the 21 Jump Street TV series? I can't remember if I have seen it, but if I have, it's been a long time. So I can't really form a full opinion. I do know that about the movies though, but I do know it was a TV show before it became a movie. But, and that the TV show had Johnny Depp in it.
Yeah, I think his partner in the show was the son of Dom DeLuise,
Hmm.
Peter
Dom DeLuise.
DeLuise, I think. Which is funny because I think they both appear in the movie, the first movie.
Yeah.
Let me
And
give me a drink real quick,
all right. All right.
and someday I'll do like a tour in here because I have a fridge over there and I have a couch and a bed in this one room.
Yeah.
Uh, oh boy. It's a good sized bedroom.
Hmm.
Oh boy. Oh, but I did get some books recently. I ordered these in the mail, and I
Yes,
showed them in
exactly.
community post.
Yeah, I thought I saw something about the yeah, the creature features. Yeah, I thought I saw something about the golden retriever book.
This thing,
Yeah,
this is with a few bucks,
yeah.
and for people out there, as of 2021, they were still making these. And this one's 1,700 pages. So the 2021 version's like 2,000 pages. So that I want to pick up at some point. Yeah. But this one's like full of films that from the most popular to the most obscure ones. I mean, okay, Mortal Kombat. Let's look it up here.
95 or
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Um, let's see. It gets 2 bones, so whatever that means.
Like average, but
Maybe,
that's fine.
yeah,
You know.
maybe perfectly delightful for certain tastes, a waste of time for others, usually uninspired genre flicks.
Mm. I
Uh,
mean, to each is their own.
yeah, I'm not going to agree with everything here.
Yeah.
Inevitable film version of mega popular arcade game intended to cash in fast on the game's popularity. Shameless Nirvana for youngins with permanent joystick scars on their hands. Okay, I'm trying to get to
The meat and bones of the
yeah.
topic. Yeah.
Grown-ups forced to sit through it may get into some of the eye-popping special effects and nifty martial arts sequences if they can block out the contrived plot, lame acting, and Lambert's presence as some thunder god. Come on.
Mm. I disagree on the acting. I disagree on Lambert's presence. I disagree on the plot.
But
Uh, it does seem like they knew the kind of movie it was. It was just not for them, you know,
yeah, like, and then Mortal Kombat 2 Annihilation gets a bone and a half.
which is terrible.
Yeah,
I mean, we can agree that Mortal Kombat Annihilation is trash.
okay, moves from one badly staged fight scene to another with little story or acting, except for James Reamer in the role of Raiden, replacing Lambert. And adults should quickly tire of the non-stop backflips and somersaulting that combine with computer graphics to give each character their own special abilities. Um, Kids and gamers should enjoy the new characters, the same sounding, pulse pounding techno music. But
I'll,
yeah,
I'll give them credit. I do agree on the soundtrack, but even fans do not like the way the characters were handled in that movie.
yeah, and I got. I wonder what Malton says about it because I got this too,
Oh yeah, the 2015 movie guide. Yeah.
which I think is the last one that he put out. But let me see here. I don't think we got any new comments.
Sideways. So you think Sideways will be re-released in theaters? I don't know.
I've never seen it. Have you seen it?
No.
I think it's like a comedy drama.
Yeah, and wasn't it Paul Giamatti and Thomas Hayden Church?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just I've seen it around, but I've just never watched the movie. I'm trying to find Mortal Kombat here. I think I got it. Yeah, star and a half.
Star out of 4 or 5.
Yeah, four.
Well,
So whatever.
I mean, okay. I mean, it's fair enough. I mean, not you know, it definitely is the kind of movie that like some snobby critics would fucking hate. But
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Yeah. Um, Elaborate special effects and impressive set design are helpless against a weak story, uneven a take, or I don't even know. I've never heard that word before. Mostly one fight after another, as you might expect from a movie based on a video game. He gives Annihilation a bomb. Yeah,
rightfully so.
right. And okay, visual effects, really, Malton?
Nah, the visual effects look like ass.
Yeah, I disagree with him on that one.
Yeah.
But endless fight scenes and dreadful acting stop film dead in its tracks. Of interest only to American Gladiator fanatics and vid kids with really low attention spans.
Yeah.
James Remar, his more from David Carradine style kung fu sensei to Turbo Warrior is unintentionally hilarious.
Yeah.
There you go.
That was 2015. They didn't say shit about Mortal Kombat 2021.
And it's probably in this book too.
Oh, even
It
though it's
does.
more of a Mortal Kombat's more like a fantasy than sci-fi. I mean, depending on how you categorize things.
And yeah, while I look for it, and people are feel it's not in here. Damn it.
Yeah, because it's
Oh,
sci-fi.
maybe it's in this one. I know it's not a creature feature, but we can check.
Mhm. Well, there is creature effects with Goro, but
I just opened it up and I popped on the Guyver.
Guyver.
Yeah, this I was reading a little bit of this. It seems like the author's more lenient on a lot of these movies, which I like.
Yeah.
Okay, it is in here. 3 stars out of what? 4?
What, Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
3 stars out of 4, huh? What did it say?
If there's any good reason to see this film version of the popular video game is to savor the Wiley Willie,
Yeah.
never heard that before. Performance of Christopher Lambert as the god of electricity, really?
God of electricity. He's God of thunder.
God of thunder.
They're different things, man.
Yeah. I mean, what is he, the cable guy now?
Jim Carrey is Raiden.
Yeah. Give me that movie.
Yeah.
Let me see. Um, Shang Tsung. Uh, Mortal Kombat isn't much more than a wearisome of series of whomping chomp suey nonsense with special effects, morphing, and a noisy soundtrack of grunts and groans. Many elements of the script will have you groaning along with the wrestlers and strong arm types, often in Asian warrior garb. Although director Paul Anderson has some good choreographers and stuntmen to help him out, there isn't much believability he can inject into these characters, and this becomes simply an excuse for violence. So just go to groove on Lambert's performance.
Does it? Are you sure that's 3 out of 4 stars? Because it sounds like a
Yeah, let's see.
okay. They probably enjoyed it in like in like a campy kind of way.
Yeah,
Maybe.
and it doesn't mention Annihilation, but it mentions The Journey Begins,
That's an animated like small tie-in film that was done to coincide with the movie.
and that gets 2.5.
2.5. Nah, I've seen The Journey Begins. It was awful.
Yeah, direct-to-video animated feature version of the arcade computer game featuring all the unusual warriors and motion capture. Yeah, it just mentions it. That's it.
Yeah.
But there you go.
At least that review gave it a high score compared to the other books, but
Yeah, that's yeah, pretty much.
yeah. Thoughts on Chucky season 3? I didn't see the Chucky series, to be honest.
I am not watching that.
Yeah, I'm not watching that because
Based on what I've heard. I forgot to
yeah.
get my drink. There's a good question.
Do you think Paul Giamatti and Adam Sandler should do movies together? Mm, maybe dramedy wise, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, probably in their stage of their careers right now.
Yeah.
I see Adam Sandler's doing this movie, but I don't know much about it. It's like a comedy drama, but it's kind of like he's in the background.
Huh. I think oh, absolutely. Absolutely he deserves the electric chair for
Make him
all
walk
he's done.
the yeah, walk the green mile, Ezra.
Yeah.
It's time to walk the green mile.
Green Mom.
But that would be like, we're talking so much about Mortal Kombat here. We got to
Yeah.
do a commentary.
Oh, on the 95 film, absolutely. Yeah.
Like that'd be fun. I mean,
Yeah.
that's something that we've talked about before.
Yeah. About doing commentaries on films.
Yeah, uh, I think what I'm gonna do, because I'm trying to get the Stallone marathon wrapped up.
Yes.
So I think I'm gonna review the Expendables movies and the Creed movies, and someday I'll just come back to Escape Plan because I'm kind of ready to move on a little bit and do other stuff here. And
Yeah.
that's kind of been hanging over my head since the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
Like The Mask.
The Mask. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm supposed to review that for Kevin.
Oh,
That was a
quite
paid request.
Paid request. That sounds
Yeah,
good.
even though the DVD froze up.
The DVD froze up.
Yeah, like probably 20 minutes before it, like the film, like the finale, or the film ends. Yeah,
Fucking hell.
right when Stanley Ambicus is in prison, like at the little jail.
When he's escaping.
Yeah. So I
Uh
mean,
I could I don't know, man. I could say look up the Blu-ray if that's gonna help.
yeah, I could. Yeah, I need to get it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, because there's 2 editions of the movie on DVD. One is like the standard snapcase DVD. The other's like a special edition with documentaries.
Yeah, that's what actually have it over there.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. 2 other films for me too.
which, yeah, I think you have to remind me what those movies are. Where is it?
Yeah,
There
that's
you go.
the yeah,
Yeah, it's got the deleted scenes, audio commentaries, and yeah,
yeah,
there's a Return to Edge City.
yeah, the documentaries, the deleted scenes, and there those are on the previous edition as well. Um, the big features were the documentaries and a new commentary, and also they remastered the picture. So
Okay, here's a question I have. Like, do you think there should have been a sequel, and when that should have happened?
the sequel to The Mask.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, it would have been nice if they did it right, but I think the movie as it is was pretty conclusive. You know, because he saved the day without really needing the mask. He got he hooked up with Cameron Diaz's character, and you know he more or less his arc was finished.
yeah, you could say that. I mean,
Yeah,
I just keep thinking like Jim Carrey was on such a roll back then.
yeah, and Jim Carrey was on such a roll, but the thing about it was that after his experience on working on Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls, he realized he wasn't a fan of doing sequels.
Yeah, but I like When Nature Calls.
Yeah, I like When Nature Calls as well. Much better than Dumb and Dumber 2, that's for sure.
I can't believe I saw that film in a theater.
Oh god.
Okay, I have to. Okay, yeah, I'll have to check those. I got both of them actually. Um, but yeah, Dumb and Dumber Two. Just you take the first movie and you make a very awful version of it.
Yeah.
It's like you take the toilet scene in the first movie and you make that the entire story and every gag and the sequel.
Yeah, like wasn't there like a joke where you talk about Butthole, the cat, the cat's name is Butthole because fuck that.
Yeah, there's even a joke where, oh no, it wasn't a joke, but they kind of go into this bit where they allude, or not maybe allude to, but that Harry's dog used to lick peanut butter off his nuts. Yeah, don't you remember that bit?
I didn't bother with the movie because fuck that movie, you know.
Okay, you haven't seen it?
Uh what I saw of it, I didn't care for it. It escaped my memory.
I wish it escaped mine because I had to remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
he was. Definitely, yeah. Imagine Clint Eastwood as the doc for Back to the Future. Point
Maybe it'd
21.
be like a Doc Brown variant.
Doc Brown.
Yeah,
Great Scott. Come on.
yeah. It would be like,
Go ahead, Biff. Make my day.
yeah, Doc Harry,
Doc or Harry Brown. Oh
Dirty
god.
Doc Harry. Yeah,
Yeah, Doc Harry Brown.
yeah. I'd watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably is. It's a
I, ju- I,
variant,
just, I
the
just
Doc
had
Brown
to
variant.
I just had to process that joke about dog licking peanut butter off Harry's balls is just what the fuck.
Yeah, there's a scene in the movie where like they have this machine and they're trying to read Harry's Harry's brain or his memory, and like a memory pops up on the screen where the dog is licking peanut butter off his nuts. I'm laughing because I'm laughing at it. It's just, and I'm laughing with it,
Laughing at it. I don't.
or just laughing because
It's
of
so
just how
unbelievably.
asinine. Yeah,
Yeah. What if you work as a read all about a guy where you give out newspaper? Ah,
I don't know what you mean by the question.
yeah.
just looking at movie news. I don't think there's anything worth
Worth
mentioning.
mentioning. Yeah, other than maybe the strike with and especially because after that strike, we're not going to see any huge movie news in a good while.
And the only thing I see right here is Aaron Taylor Johnson says that he didn't really care for the roles in the Avengers movies and Godzilla.
Uh, can you really blame him though?
Yeah. Jan de Bont talks about the Twisters or the Twisters sequel,
Why?
and it's set for July of 24.
That was a one and done. They should not do another one. And apparently they are doing it, but fuck it.
Yeah, I'm not watching. I'd rather get
Plus,
sucked up into a Twister.
plus Bill Paxton is dead already.
Yeah. Now, this is a good question.
Dumb and Dumber, Ace Ventura 1, and The Mask. Rank them all. I'm going to be honest, I have a hard time deciding. I had a hard time deciding which one was my favorite for a long time. Out of those three.
Yeah. I still have a hard time. I mean, all three came out the same year. I would say
yeah.
I saw The Mask first.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
part of me wants to say that would be number one. Then
Part
after
of me
that,
would-
I would say Dumb and Dumber, then Ace Ventura.
Yes. I kind of agree. I kind of want to say The Mask because it was definitely, it was it showed off his humor, but it also showed, I don't want to say dramatic, but it kind of showed him playing like a straight man when he's out of the mask.
Yeah. And it was great to rewatch again.
Yeah. Like if Victor Salva makes another movie, you'd be like, Victor Salva's making another Turdy movie. Read all about it. All like a paper boy, like giving out like extra.
Oh yeah. If we can create the headlines, another movie from the Creeper.
Like spreading the word of mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, don't we kind of already do the spreading the word of mouth thing?
If I wrote those headlines, I would put his address in the front page. But like,
Yes.
here, go take a visit. Go.
Go take a visit. Fuck him up.
Yeah. And watch, because we said that the stream is going to get taken down because we threatened a pedophile.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No more movie news for a good while, huh?
but we could pick a movie from the book. So which movie you want to know about? I don't know. I'm just kind of.
What kind of films do they? I know creature feature. I know sci-fi book. But which one can we do?
Hey, Preminator. Hope you're doing well.
What's up?
Yeah, we're just kind of hanging around and chatting with everybody and answering questions.
Yeah. And where the fuck is Matt and Scotty?
I mean, it's 8:00, right? Well, 10 after 11.
10 after
But
11.
I'll go on for another, let's say, 45 minutes, an hour.
Yeah. Tom Cruise, Keanu Reeves, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Johnny Depp. I gotta go with Keanu first, to be honest. Second, I don't know who. Maybe either Tom Cruise or Johnny Depp. I don't know. Maybe Tom Cruise. I don't know. And then Johnny Depp. And I don't know if I want to say Johnny Depp is better than Leo DiCaprio, though.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
I'll say Keanu, Tom Cruise. Then after that, I would say, you know what? Because I feel bad for the guy, I'll put Johnny Depp then Leo.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Oh, wait a second. We got Bobby.
Hey guys.
Hello, hello,
Bobzilla
Bobby.
himself. Hey,
Yeah, Bobzilla.
what would you say, Bobby? How would you rank?
Yeah,
I'll say Keanu Reeves, Tom Cruise, leading my Johnny Depp, and Leonard Leo.
it's our
Okay,
same
cool.
ranking. Yeah,
Yeah, like I said, I'll probably go on for another 45 to an hour or so.
45 to an hour. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm willing to bet that being a big fan of Godzilla, Bobby, all your Godzilla movies are mentioned in the sci-fi book and probably the
Wait,
creature
which is
book.
which is your favorite Godzilla movie, Bobby?
GMK. That Godzilla, Monster Kingdom, Giant Monster Attack.
Oh
GMK.
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Godzilla,
It's in here.
Godzilla Mothra.
One was Godzilla's pretty much undead in that film.
Yeah, Meg 2. The Meg 2. I don't care really.
It actually mentions actually mentions I think every Godzilla movie here. Well, I
Yeah,
don't know. It kind of stops.
Godzilla versus Destroyer.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
I think it mentions a few, but I'm looking. No, I don't think it's in that one. Meg 2.
Mm.
I'm not even too big on the first one.
Nah. Yeah, me neither.
Like, I think it's just an okay time waster, but that's it.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
got it, but
Mm.
I'm not going to watch the sequel.
Nah. Fuck it. We was just talking about Jim Carrey. Why not we'll look up a Jim Carrey movie in one of those books?
Sure. Which one do we mention?
I guess The Mask.
The Mask.
Yeah.
That cat has been asleep on the top of that couch for
Yeah.
hours.
I enjoyed the first one, but like you said, it's okay. Time waster at best, pretty much.
Yeah, but is it still PG-13?
It's still PG-13 when it probably should have been R.
Yeah. I'm just looking through this book.
Yeah.
I mean, there's over 15,000. Wait. Yeah, 16,000 entries in this book, so it's got to be in here.
Yeah.
Which one? The Mask?
The Mask. Yeah.
Okay. E- Let's see. I'm getting close.
Is it under M or T?
Yeah. I'm going. Yeah, I'm at the M's right now. Mastermind. The Mask. 1988 Italian, which I didn't. What is
Yeah.
that? Okay, I got it right here. 2.5 stars.
Out of 4?
Pretty
Thought it was-
entertaining, though it's seamier and more violent than it needs to be. Really, it's violent.
I don't see violent.
The already rubber-faced Carrie is aided and abetted by stunning digital computer effects, inspired by the manic 1940s cartoons of Tex Avery. So 2.5 is kind of like in the middle for him.
Yeah. At least he wasn't. Yeah. It's kind of like he knows the kind of movies they were, but they just not for him. Like The Mask and Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, which he gave was Mortal Kombat 2
Mortal Kombat.
stars.
No, it was like 1.5 from what I remember.
Oh, so he probably prefers the Mask a little bit more.
I mean, fair enough, but
Yeah, that's why I'm not going to always agree with Malton, but
nah, I don't even agree all the time with Cisco and Ebert.
yeah. But it's still fun to go back and watch their reviews.
Yeah, absolutely.
But let me see. And since I think there's like one person watching right now, so
One person watching. Yeah.
yeah. So well, I'm just kind of Well, we can pull out some more movies here, or we can talk about something else. It's up to you guys.
Anything goes. Pies in the sky.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit. Yeah.
So, and for the two people that are watching, feel free to ask questions.
Feel free to ask. Yeah. Anything.
Yeah. Anything that pops in your mind.
Anything as long as it's nothing too personal, you know?
Yeah. Eh. Maybe, I don't know, Video Hound. I forgot about this one.
Yeah.
Bobby, you need to get one of these.
Yes. Yes.
These thick ass books.
How much does it? How much does it cost?
This right here, this is the 2000 version. This was $5.
$5. Yeah.
So this not not bad.
Yeah, especially for a big ass book like that.
Yeah, it's the 2021 version. It's like, I think it's going for like 30 around there, 30 or 40.
We went from a brick to a whole cylinder block in so many years.
Yeah, I was surprised that they were still making them.
Yeah.
I mean, because of the age of internet now. I mean,
Yeah, digital. Yeah.
I know these things are kind of passe, but I still enjoy them.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for the mask. The mask. Major Pain gets one bone? Really?
The fuck? I like Major Pain.
Yeah, me too. I just saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see. Manhattan. I'm getting close. Mars Attacks, 2.5.
On his list.
What's that?
Is Pippi Longstocking on his list? Is one of his on the film on his list?
Oh, which one? I'm sorry.
Pippi Longstocking. Pippi.
Pippi Long. It probably is. Let me see. I'll Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I happen to fall on that one. Pippi Longstocking.
Yep.
Sure. Let's look it up. I'm in the P's right now. Yeah, let me see. Yep, Pippi Longstocking. 1973. That ain't right. I mean, there's the 88 version.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Poorly
they're different
done.
adaptation.
Yeah, I don't think it mentions the 88 version.
Right.
But below that, it mentions Piranha and Piranha 2.
Piranha 2, The Spawning.
Yeah, bone and a half.
That's James Cameron's first movie.
Yeah, early Cameron exercise and Gore-Tex, that's a step down from the original.
Pretty much.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's thick. Yeah. Anyways.
It looked like if you threw it at somebody's head, it would knock them out.
Oh, I mean, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 2,000 pages almost coming at your head.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think a phone book is like 400 pages. That's like 4 times the amount.
Imagine throwing a fucking laser disc at somebody. Probably
you maybe think about I Come in Peace.
Oh yeah, a laser disc. Big ass disc, chop the head off Kung Lao style.
Yeah, that'd be the sequel.
Yeah.
Matthias Hughes shooting laser discs.
Yeah. It was funny. Matthias Hughes and I Come in Peace, he shot out a grappling hook out of his hand like Scorpion.
I would watch it.
Yeah.
Have him be a DLC in the Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat 1. Yeah.
Yeah. That alien.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
I Come in Peace. You go in pieces, asshole.
But who are some of the DLCs for this new Mortal Kombat?
The DLCs? Okay, so the actual Mortal Kombat characters so far are Quan Chi, Ermac, and this new guy Takeda from Mortal Kombat X. As far as the guest fighters, they have Omni-Man from Invincible, that superhero cartoon that is very bloody. Homelander from The Boys. I don't know if you saw The Boys.
Never seen The Boys.
And last but not least, Peacemaker, with the actual likeness and voice of your favorite, sarcasm, John Cena.
John's a very good guy.
You can't see me. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also my favorite guy as well.
Yeah, it makes me what John Cena.
Yeah.
Why?
It was funny. Well, MK11 had fucking Ronda Rousey as the voice of Sonya, so that wasn't any better.
What's up, Wild Man?
Hello,
Forgot about
Isaiah. Isaiah.
Here you go, Wild Man. If you want to join in, I'll probably go on for another 40 minutes or so.
Yeah.
For to come in and say what's up.
We've been going for like what? Maybe an hour and 40 so far.
Hour and 40. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we've been talking about all kinds of things here.
Mhm.
But if you like Wild Man, the invite's in the chat. We'll see if we'll get wild tonight.
Getting wild tonight on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's, caught up with a 3-titty alien on Mars right now. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Get your ass to Mars.
But let me see. I guess if Wildman decides to come in, do we find another movie? I don't know.
Maybe Risky Business for him.
Or Skyfall, one of the Daniel Craig movies, Bond movies.
Bond movies, yeah.
Wildman, if you're watching, I'm reading out of this movie guide here.
Skyfall was 2012, though, right?
Yeah, so it should be mentioned here.
Yeah.
What other movies or character that's helped?
Wait a second. Hey.
Hello.
Hey, Wild Man.
Greetings.
Hey, man. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
Greeting Marsling.
How long?
I was getting ready to look up Skyfall for you in this movie guide. And we do a great review.
It's been a long ass time, Mike.
Damn. You hear that?
Yeah.
This is what happens when you.
So we got one guy who lives in a space shuttle and the other guy who lives near a road. Right?
Yeah,
So what have you been up to, Wild Man?
I'm doing good. Just hanging out here on laying on the red planet, enjoying, watching the sun in orbit. Enjoying the summer.
Hey,
Playing with those robots on.
Have you caught Matt Damon in your backyard?
Not yet.
What the fuck would Matt? Oh yeah, the
He's
Martian.
still in his, from his potato garden. Wild Man has a potato garden on Mars.
Yeah. I'm cooking. I'm actually cooking some French fries right now. Actually.
Oh,
really?
that's cool.
Yes, I
That's
am.
cool.
Do you ever air fry on Mars?
Yes,
You
I
air
do. I
fry
made
your
my own.
fries?
Yes, I do.
By the way, here's a review for Skyfall in Wild Man's honor.
Okay.
It should be spicy.
4 stars from Leonard Malton.
4 out of 4.
A perfect balance of action, intrigue, humor, elaborate stunt work, and the introduction of Bond trademarks. Yeah. So, exceptionally entertaining movie.
Yeah. Well, I will admit it has some good action, and I will say it has some humor and the classic Bond humor. But
It's not for you.
the story is just not. It's not fit. It does not fit with me. It doesn't. Sorry.
Right.
It
Yeah,
doesn't.
I know that.
Is there anything to look forward to next year, Wild Man? I mean, I guess I can ask that question.
Well, there's not a lot of stuff in the theaters, but there's some good stuff on Netflix. I just started watching. It's a very good, believe it or not, it's a very good action movie that just came out with Gal Gadot, Heart of Stone.
I heard of it.
Okay, I've heard of it.
it seems like it's really good so far. I will say it's a better role for her since Wonder Woman. I have a feeling she's got another franchise on her hands. She's like all this talk about female trying to make James Bond a woman. You know what? This is a better James Bond. She's not actually she's not her character's name is Rachel Stone. That's the title in the that's the title, Heart of Stone, and she does a good job so far.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you like Gal Gadot as an actress, or what do you feel about her? Or anybody who wants to answer that?
She has moments. She has
moments. If given
I
the
never,
right
I haven't seen,
direction.
I haven't seen Wonder Woman, but I saw some clips. And I have seen Justice League. She has some moments, but in this one, Heart of Stone, she does a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Is she better than Daniel Craig?
Yes.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, the only thing I've watched, went back and rewatched Creed and earlier today, Creed 2, and I'm just not a fan of those movies.
Have you watched Creed 3 yet?
I haven't seen Creed 3.
Me neither.
Me too.
Yeah. I haven't seen it either.
I'm kind of like, I was wondering last night, rewatching the first movie again, like, why didn't Stallone direct this movie?
Because
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan is a sneaky son of a bitch. That's why. A sneaky, slimy, sweaty, muscle-bound son of a bitch.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man. I take you're not a fan of Michael B. Jordan. Wow, man.
I like him. I like him as an actor, but what I've heard about him, this feud with him and Stallone, I'm like, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
He has an ego bigger than Stallone. At least Stallone, he admits that he has an ego problem. But Michael B. Jordan, it's like he doesn't give a shit. He snapped the rug under Stallone's feet, and it's pathetic.
Yeah. Hey, Michael B. Jordan. I prefer Michael A. Jordan, with Michael Jordan, the basketball player.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sweeney Todd. Has anybody seen Sweeney Todd?
Nope.
That was a long time ago. I don't remember.
I want to watch that. I heard it's a very good musical. I heard Johnny Depp did a good performance. I want to check that out. By the way, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's definitely one of the movies that Tim Burton directed. That his style.
Yeah, Tim Burton directed that.
Yeah,
I looked at it. It looks pretty good. I need to watch that. I never watched. I need to check it out. And by the way, speaking of Johnny Depp, I did watch that documentary on Netflix. Him versus Amber Heard in trial.
Yeah.
It was very interesting, and what was interesting, they actually put the YouTubers into this story. They always talk about the YouTubers that were covering the story.
Wow.
Like Popcorn Planet and these other YouTubers. It was an interesting documentary.
Have you seen the Tubi movie?
Excuse me?
The Tubi movie that they made on the trial?
Oh, you mean the live action? Oh, I heard, but I haven't watched that one yet.
The one that was looked like, had a budget of $2.
$2. Fucking the kind of movie that makes Tommy Wiseau's The Room look like the Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna watch that anytime soon.
A very good movie. One of my favorite performances from Johnny, along with Edward Scissorhands and Sleepy Hollow. Yeah. Okay.
But you know what? If you could pick any Johnny Depp character you want to see him come back as besides Jack Sparrow, what would you pick? I would definitely pick Edward Scissorhands.
Gilbert Grape. No. Never happened.
Oh, never happened.
I have to think about that one.
No.
Yeah, me too.
Besides Jack Sparrow. That's a tough one. I could say
I'm looking. Definitely not Willy Wonka.
Definitely not
Oh
Willy Wonka.
God, no! And they're doing another one. Geez.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for it. Yeah.
And thanks to that, what's his name? The little guy, the little person guy who ran his mouth.
Peter
What's his
Dinklage.
name? Because of that, now we won't see more little people go lose their get any work, lose their jobs, and are not going to be in this shitty Snow White movie because of him.
Yeah, we were just talking about that, that controversy with the lead actress.
What do you think of that? What do you think of that bitch that's running her mouth who's playing Snow White? What do you think of her?
We were talking
What
about
do
it
you think of what
earlier.
That's what I think.
Oh, like people on Twitter. Oh, I'm sorry, X. We got to call it X.
Yeah, we got to call it X-Men,
Brand X. The joke of Brand X.
But everybody is going ham on her. Like
Yeah.
99% of
She
social
deserves
media.
it. She deserves it.
Yeah. And
Colin,
she had the fucking audacity to say she was not a fan of the original movie,
calling it dated and
Dated, yeah.
that this
That's
won't.
that's the fucking movie that put Disney on the map in the first place.
Absolutely. What are you talking about? These fucking youngsters, fucking young lady.
Yeah. She doesn't appreciate classic art and cinema.
I think that's the problem why these popular franchises we love keeps going into shit, because you have these big producers who don't know what they're doing and have no respect for anything old school. That's the problem. Why you think why you think they're striking because of them?
Maybe AI isn't such a bad thing.
Yeah,
If this,
maybe,
taking over all the crap that we've been dealing with.
Skynet has taken over the fucking film industry.
Yeah, and the scripts.
Yeah.
But you know what? Of course you know that I mentioned a RoboCop a lot recently.
Yes.
That movie is so accurate and relevant today.
Yes. Same with Demolition Man.
Definitely.
Hang on, I'll be right back. I'll be
No
right back.
problem, man. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, in fact, if you made it, if you know what, I would love to see Johnny Depp come back as Raoul Duke from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Now, that's one I didn't think of until just now.
I've never seen it, but I do have it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen Crybaby.
Never seen Crybaby.
Benny and June. Ed Wood's a great movie.
I don't know if that warrants a sequel though, because
No.
it's a biopic. He died.
Nick of Time, I have, but I haven't seen that in a minute.
Nick of Time is probably like a one and done thing.
Yeah, and the Ninth Gate I haven't seen.
Ninth Gate. Sleepy Hollow, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of really you can say that, I could see him coming back for that.
You could say it now. Yeah, I can't see much roles for Johnny Depp, but somewhat off topic, I could see. I would have said maybe Jean-Claude Van Damme coming back to do a Time Cop sequel or something, but
Yeah, that would have been cool. I mean,
Yeah.
there was talks whenever it was, a few years back of a Double Impact sequel
Double Impact sequel.
or Time Cop would have been great.
Yeah. Ed Wood is good. I need to see Crybaby as soon as possible. I know that one was directed by John Waters. I think that
Oh, what? Yeah, Waters. Yeah.
John Waters, Crybaby.
Like I haven't seen Benny and June, but I know the song at the beginning of that movie. Oh gosh, what's that? It's a very famous '90s song. Find it. Yeah, I'm gonna be 500 miles.
500. Is that the Proclaimer song or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think the film opens up with that song. But I think I don't know what happened to everybody in the chat. I think there's like 2 people watching and that's it.
2 people watching, and they probably saw us and they said, "Oh, these fucking losers,"
Yeah, talking about Johnny Depp
and Amber Turd.
Amber Turd and
Yeah.
Richard Saliva and probably some others.
Yeah.
I see that.
But yeah, I mean, I'll go on for like I said, a little bit longer. Then I'm going to lay back and. Now, something that I did pick up, and I haven't shown this because it's not an official release, but I'll show it right here.
Okay.
And I got this off of Etsy.
Are You Afraid of the Dark, the complete set on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, the Blu-rays are not much to look at, but
Right.
yeah, I think because it was made, but still, this is a good series.
Yeah.
Andrew Tate, I don't
Andrew
know much about.
I don't know. All I hear is that he's an asshole. You know.
What do you want? The cat's in here. What? Anyway. I wonder what happened to Wild Man.
He's taking his time. Probably dealing with a threesome with Sydney Sweeney and the titty chick from Total Recall.
Yeah, there's a triangle. A lover's quarrel.
Lover's quarrel. A fucking bitch fight over who gets to sleep with the Martian.
Yeah. Hey, Alex.
Hello, Alex, movie collector.
Alex is a cool guy. He's been in my streams as of late.
Sounds really good.
Yeah, like I said, feel free to ask questions and stuff. We're just kind of hanging back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excessive Force with Thomas Ian Griffith. I know of it. I definitely saw the trailer and the page for it. It was. I know about it because it was produced by New Line.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I haven't seen it.
I think Wild Man has. Have you seen it, Bobby?
Nope.
Oh. Yeah. Thomas Ian Griffith. The most. He definitely had some potential. I mean, other than being Terry Silver and Karate Kid Part 3 and Cobra Kai. But
the more I think about it, he would have been like a great villain against like a Van Damme, maybe.
Yeah, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah. That's on Livewire with Pierce Brosnan. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. I Livewire. I remember that. I remember. It has a very good action scene at the end where Pierce Brosnan plays MacGyver, which was cool.
Cool. And this was also brought up, but Isaiah, what do you think of Excessive Force with Thomas Ian Griffith?
That is a good movie. That's very underrated. I thought he wrote it, and I thought that was his perfect. What do you call it? Follow up after Karate Kid 3. I thought that was a. I know because I noticed that after despite Karate Kid 3, that's his most popular movie.
Yeah, and I think it was supposed to be his big launch into stardom, but it didn't do well.
Yeah, they were trying to make him the big action star. And, I prefer him than Steven Seagal, to be honest, because he had that ponytail look, and he seems more very down to earth, very nice guy. He's a guy with many talents. He tap dances, he plays piano, he plays the accordion, he sings. I mean, he's a very underrated. And it's good to see him have a huge comeback thanks to Cobra Kai, starting out where going back to where he started from. It's very, very full circle for him. He even said it himself.
Yeah.
At least he's in shape too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. The thing about Steven Seagal, we joke about this a lot. He looked like he goes to every fucking KFC in the world.
Let me ask you this. If Steven Seagal didn't exist, do you think Thomas Ian Griffith would have taken all the movies he did in his early career?
Maybe.
All the movies that Steven Seagal did in his early career, like Out for Justice and Hard to Kill.
I mean, there's a chance that exists in an alternate timeline of this universe we live in, but who knows?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but it's good to see him make a huge comeback thanks to Cobra Kai. Yeah.
Would you like to see the unmade movie Sandblast starring Eddie Murphy and Wesley Snipes and Jean-Claude Van Damme? It's kind of very similar to Broken Arrow or Die Hard, and that sadly never got made.
Why the fuck not? That would have been interesting.
It would have been awesome.
Would have been cool.
I've heard of that before. I think Jack Craven filled me in on that before, and Matt Thomas and
Jack Craven, man, I love that guy. He's like the Indiana Jones of YouTube because he finds so much stuff that's lost.
Yeah.
The Temple of Craven.
Absolutely.
anyone is better than that whale Seagal. Yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned the whale because if they do a sequel to the whale, Steven Seagal can play Brendan Fraser's father or something.
Oh God.
Yeah. The whale.
The whale. Yeah.
And maybe a third film we could have like Joey World Tour and they got Kyle as the brothers.
What's Gamata or Jim Gata?
Jim Cotta.
Yeah,
I need to watch that because I heard so much stuff about that movie. I need to check it out.
Right.
I never heard of it.
It'll be cool. I think it's something with gymnastics and martial arts.
Yeah, gymnastics mixed with martial arts.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would be cool if they make fun of it on Cobra Kai.
Garbage Pail Kids movie.
I remember seeing that. It was silly, but I had fun. I remember having fun.
Okay.
It's not perfect. It's just silly, but it was fun. I remember enjoying it when I was a kid.
Uh-huh.
I remember those cards, those Garbage Pail Kid cards. I remember.
Oh yeah, those are what the movie came from. Yeah.
Yeah, they were based off of that.
Yeah.
Do you collect Fangoria?
Starlog.
I need to start collecting movie magazines more. I need to go.
I definitely have a 95 action movie magazine somewhere,
I've seen some of the Starlogs on eBay.
Yeah, Starlog. Yeah.
This question.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
This is the question of all questions.
When it comes down to that, it is.
Yep, unfortunately. I have to agree with Wildman on that one, even though I haven't seen No Time to Die. But
yeah, No Time to Die. No time to watch this shit.
No Time to Diarrhea.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, one of those movie reactors, Popcorn in Bed, Cassie.
No.
She, of course, she reacts to a lot of movies. Of course, her favorite is Tom Cruise, and she's like Tom Cruise is one of her favorites, and she does a lot of reactions with her sister Carly. And believe it or not, she was invited to the Mission Impossible 7 premiere.
Oh.
Because Tom Cruise saw her reactions on his movies, and he's like, get her to invite her. I want to meet her. And she met him. She did a live video with taking her sister to meet Tom Cruise. It was awesome.
I think you shared me that video, man. That was pretty cool.
And she ended up on Access Hollywood with her sister talking about it. Can you believe that?
Oh, wow. Yeah, that sounds incredible.
Actually. You gotta watch her reactions, man. She's like the queen of reactions. She's like the Meryl Streep of movie reaction. You gotta check her out. She is so cool. She just did a live. She's doing a live chat right now. She is so cool. Very sweet lady.
I think I've seen her channel.
Michael Mann's The Keep horror movie, so underrated.
Has anybody seen The Keep?
No, I haven't.
I need to watch that too. I heard a lot about that.
I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
I've said that more than twice here on the stream.
Yeah, there are a lot of movies we need to do some catching up on.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm watching this Heart of Stone so far. It seems very straightforward. A very good action movie. No convoluted artsy fartsy. It's not Jason Bourne. No shaky cam. And Gal Gadot really impressed me. She's a very good role for her than Wonder Woman.
Cool. Remember, you said you hated Watchmen, so is the Garbage Pail Kids better than Watchmen?
When it comes to that movie, it is too.
Oh, really?
Really?
I haven't seen Watchmen in years, but I don't know if I can agree to that.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it, but
I went to go see it. I went to go see it because I want to like it, and then that crazy ending happened. I was like, "Fuck this."
I can't remember how it ended.
Rorschach dies.
No, don't say it. He's got to see for himself. And Rorschach was my favorite character. He was.
I saw it when it came out, but I just can't remember the film.
Yeah.
They kill Rorschach off for him to be a shitty Freddy Krueger.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this question here.
And then, you know what's funny? Speaking of RoboCop, he ended in the fucking RoboCop remake.
But we need RoboCop for this question.
Yeah.
Clown House horror movie by Victor Salva.
Oh my god.
This is my reaction whenever I
Oh
see
my
something about Victor Safa.
god.
Fuck him.
Yeah, fuck him.
Why did you have to bring that guy up? Jeez. Oh man.
Let's talk about RoboCop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you wanted to say about RoboCop?
I thought you were talking about RoboCop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, that movie, of all the movies that are accurate today, that is the most one, because we now live in a world of corporate government corruption and greed.
Yes.
There's crime, chaos, and issues with police.
Yeah.
We got issues with AI possibly taking over or helping us with daily life. And we got people striking out in the street, the Hollywood strike, because they were afraid, the cops were afraid the OCP was going to take their jobs with their technology.
All we need now is a real life program where some dude says, "I'll buy that for $1."
Yeah.
It totally represents the type of hero we need and that can probably exist in real life, because AI, because there's talk of AI, police using drones, AI drones,
Yes.
and the fact there is actually an AI, a robot policeman, but he doesn't catch criminals. He just sees minor crimes like littering, stuff like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get actual RoboCop.
So like a half-assed Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
Which
is funny because RoboCop, you could tell RoboCop was inspired by Judge Dredd.
Yes, he very much was.
Well, all bozos, Charlie. Have a good day.
And another interesting thing about how this world is similar to RoboCop, how they can use AI to bring people back to life. Did you hear that news about James Dean that I shared?
I saw something about like they're doing an AI project and bringing back James Dean. Exactly.
Yeah. It's happening.
Yeah, Skynet and OCP have fucking taken over.
Oh man.
Has anybody seen Nature of the Beast?
I heard of it.
I remember hearing about that a long time ago. Yeah. By the way, Fabio, did you see that Fabio just met Eric Roberts at a convention?
Yes, I just saw that. Yeah.
He's on Cameo too. He's on Cameo.
He seems like a class act,
He is.
Yeah.
I don't know about his sister. I don't know about his sister. I know his sister is the big star, but he seems like the more nicer Roberts in a way.
Yes.
I would love to meet him one day.
Yeah.
Have you gone back and watched his movie Best of the Best?
I've never seen it.
It's been a long time.
Because I have a feeling they're going to take elements from Best of the Best for Cobra Kai season 6, because they're going to this world tournament. I think it's going to be a lot like that movie.
Yeah. Unmade movies, Toxic Crusaders live action, almost made by New Line, and Lloyd Kaufman wanted to make it, but it never
Did you see the trailer? I haven't seen the trailer. Did you see the trailer to this new Toxic Avenger?
No,
I saw like an image.
I don't know if I want to bother.
I remember the Toxic Crusaders cartoon. I remember enjoying it. I remember having an action figure of Toxie.
Yeah,
I've never seen.
You mentioned Best of the Best. That reminds me. There's also with Philip Ree, and it's been a long time since I've seen that movie, but I remember reading somewhere that Philip Ree was actually considered for Liu Kang in Mortal Kombat 95. Yeah,
that would have been cool.
Yeah. Plus, he kind of looks like Liu Kang in the first game.
Interesting.
Yeah, you remember the first Mortal Kombat game, Wild Man? How,
oh yeah.
Liu Kang looked. He was just Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mark Dacascos. I interacted with Mark Dacascos a few times. He's great.
I've met Michael Biehn and he was good, but I was trying to kind of hurry up because I know there was people waiting behind me.
Yeah.
And I just told him he's a great actor and got a picture.
Heather Langenkamp, that I haven't met her, but she sounds like she's great.
Did any of you ask Mark Dacascos if he did a Double Dragon movie, he would have teamed up with Brandon Lee? Did you ask him any questions about Brandon Lee and how he almost looked like him?
I didn't ask him that, but I did mention how I grew up watching his movies, Only the Strong and Double Dragon, and how I'm a fan of his work, But that would have been interesting, you know.
Probably.
Probably.
No, I believe you know what he. If they wanted to do more sequels to the Crow, he would have been perfect to take over after Brandon Lee died.
As the Eric
Yeah.
Draven character.
Instead of doing the TV show, he would have been a better replacement for Eric Draven for the
Yeah.
for the movies.
Not Vincent Perez and Eric Mabius and
Edward Furlong. Edward Furlong.
Yeah. Or better yet, don't fucking do sequels to The Crow. I think that's a one and done, you know.
I heard they keep canceling this remake.
Yeah.
Has anybody seen Relentless?
Relentless.
I remember the poster with Judd Nelson being creepy, tearing some newspaper. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Already.
Unmade movie, humanoids
You have to
from
talk
Deep to Next
one of those
Generation.
robots on Mars.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I have no idea. I think my cat's trying to get out. Give me 10 minutes, cat. Yeah, I'll probably go on for like 10 more minutes here.
Oh, okay. Wow, that felt quick.
Because we've been going for like 2 hours.
Yeah. First, it was said like you said, like 40 minutes, and then it got to
we
10.
can make it a little bit longer if we,
Yeah,
let's make it 20.
20. Okay,
20 minutes?
sure.
Okay. Yeah, so my desktop time is like 15 minutes behind. So I have to look at my phone every time. My desktop says 8:40, and my, of course it's not 8:40.
It's 8:54.
Yeah. So, yeah, 20 minutes is good. John Landis.
John
The
Landis, The
Stupids.
Stupids. Oh, I saw bits of that movie. That movie looked lame.
Let me let my cat out. I've never seen it. I think maybe I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Oh, let me take my. Let me see here. But yeah, I got the fridge over there. One day I'll show the entire room here.
Cool.
But
Think of getting something for like dinner or something.
dinner, I already ate dinner. I had plenty.
Okay.
You had like steaks. We had steaks. We had.
Oh, it was like a barbecue, wasn't it?
Oh, we grilled out. Yeah, we had
yeah.
asparagus with
Cool.
it.
Wish you got Impact Wizard magazines back in the 90s. I did read a lot of Wizard magazine back in the day. I think I collected some issues too.
I don't know if I remember that.
Wizard magazine was basically like a comic book magazine.
Okay.
Cool, Gabe. I would love to interact with Mark if I ever got to meet him. Yeah. Yeah, he definitely is very chill, very cool.
Now there is one. I mean, there is a convention that I thought about going in October, but that's in Kentucky because there's not many that's coming back around here that I have found. I think it's just too late in the year now.
Yeah. There's a Comic-Con happening in Scotland in October, and Robin Shue and Lyndon Ashby are going to attend that convention.
Oh, where's this at?
Scotland.
Damn.
Yeah.
Why can't it be North Carolina?
I know, right?
Everywhere else but North Carolina gets the good stuff.
I know. Yeah. I mean, the most we get is probably like
GalaxyCon?
GalaxyCon and also the stuff at Wilmington.
Yeah.
Conventions cost more than $100.
Maybe for a weekend pass or a 2-day pass.
Yeah.
Like when I go to these conventions, usually to get in, you pay about $50.
Yeah. And it kind of does not help that you got to pay.
I'm back. I would love to go to a convention one day for sure.
Yeah. Wow, man. Did you hear about what's happening in Scotland in October at Comic-Con Scotland?
Well, what happened?
Robin Shute and Lyndon Ashby are attending Comic-Con in Scotland in
Oh,
October.
awesome! You know what? They should do something for Chicago since Mortal Kombat was made in Chicago. You know.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Can you imagine? It'll be cool if they do a Mortal Kombat movie in Chicago.
Yeah, you think that the 2021 film would have been that,
Yes, this is just going back to what I said about a new Ninja Turtles movie instead of this crap that keeps shitting out on us. Do a Ninja Turtles movie in Chicago. That's a way to reboot it. It's enough of New York because Chicago is getting it worse than New York. It's a very tough place to live. I know it's tough everywhere with the crime, but before that, Chicago was the place is like the place where all the action is now instead of New York.
That'd be cool.
And the Chicago got bigger, got better pizza. The pizza they got.
Chicago deep dish. Yeah, that's great stuff.
When you mentioned that, wow, man, I was just reminded about this new, they brought back Justified, and they talked about there was a shooting on set.
I remember hearing about that. What? I'm sorry. What happened?
They filmed in Chicago, and there was like a gang shooting during the filming.
Yeah, it's gotta be tough out there. Yeah. They shoot Chicago PD, Chicago Fire. I've been an extra on those shows. It's really tough, but I always like Justified. Hello, greetings. I love Timothy Olyphant. He does a better performance on that than Die Hard 4. So it's kind of it's like it's become his most iconic role. So I would love to check out that new version.
Yeah,
I've liked it so far.
Mm-hmm. Cancel New Line Cinema. The Portal script by Michael Browning. Reanimate a dead man who tries to destroy the world. That sounds crazy.
Oh, by the way, I forgot. Going back to RoboCop, it's a funny thing that we're talking about RoboCop now because RoboCop came out in the summer, and now they're coming out this fall. They're coming out with a new video game with Peter Weller coming back as a voice.
Speaking of RoboCop, you want to tell him about this, John, about the double feature?
Yeah, I think I told Wildman actually on Instagram about next Friday. There's like a throwback double feature of Terminator and RoboCop. That's like an hour away from me.
Yeah,
I haven't decided what.
No. So say again.
I was like, I haven't decided if I'm going, but I may just say, hey, it's the Terminator and RoboCop. It's a can't miss.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool that they had him in Mortal Kombat. You had Peter Weller come back, but now Arnold. All these crossovers they're doing, Batman versus Superman, the Marvel movies. I think is a perfect time to do RoboCop versus the Terminator, not as a live action, but an off-canon animated feature. Having Peter Weller and Arnold do the voice because Peter Weller lent his voice for Batman and RoboCop recently, and Arnold he doesn't care. He'll do anything. So why not?
Yeah. Well, make an animated film, Terminator versus RoboCop.
Yeah, my friends.
And you can, and I noticed that the story. I remember the video game. And I remember I watched the walkthroughs, and it's based off a comic.
RoboCop versus Terminator, right?
Yeah, because a human resistance leader was sent back to kill RoboCop because he was responsible for Skynet, and Skynet sent the Terminators to protect RoboCop. How ironic is that?
It was a comic by Dark Horse, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
And RoboCop is sent back to the future to destroy Skynet.
Oh, cool.
Neopunk was wondering if Wildman still hates Logan.
Absolutely.
There's your answer.
There's your answer. Yeah.
Which is why I couldn't wait for Deadpool 3, but this damn strike got in the way.
This damn strike.
He's in the fucking uniform.
Yeah. Remember Magazine Film Threat Video and also Starburst Starlog, maybe? I don't know, back in the 90s? Yeah. Starburst magazine. I know Starburst the candy, but
that's a good candy.
I enjoyed that movie, Firestorm. I thought that's a very underrated movie. Howie Wong was badass in that movie.
I've never seen the Firestorm.
I've never seen it either.
Well, we can oh God, talk about this question.
Oh God, no.
I did not bother with it. I'll tell you this much. I saw the 1990 Ninja Turtles movie at the Alamo Draft House in Raleigh. That's all I need to do. That's all I needed to do. That's much better than spending money on Mutant Mayhem.
Where there's jokes about milking and puking and Mikey
Jeff
twerking.
Rogan, what were you smoking, man? Jeez.
Copious amounts of weed. That's your answer.
And
What
they
do you
did that animation just to follow up the success of Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. You know what? It doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Wild
It
Man,
worked
what's your
with-
thoughts? What's Wild Man's take on Michelangelo twerking in the movie?
Oh my God! I didn't even hear about that. You said, "Jeez, ow.
Michelangelo twerking.
Come
which is
on,
fucking
that's worse than
stupid.
She-Hulk.
Yeah,
He's my favorite turtle. Come on now."
Exactly. You know, it's between Leonardo and Michelangelo as my favorites, and is it really that hard to get it right?
if you're on weed, yeah, like Seth Rogen. And I think the critics on Rotten Tomatoes aren't high on his supply.
And yet the 1990 film has a 42% on that site.
And Mutant Mayhem gets a 96% fresh rating.
Whatever. They're just covering their ass.
Yeah,
Thank God for
and-
this fucking strike. Thank God.
Thank God. Wait a minute. You just said you blamed. You just said you said fuck the strike for Deadpool 3 getting canned.
You know what? I'll give it credit for the shitty movies, but not for the good ones that were supposed to come out.
Deadpool 3 was supposed to come out. Mortal Kombat 2 was supposed to come out. A bunch of others, you know.
Maybe this is a wake-up call.
It is. I believe it is because it's going to take them a lot of time to rethink what they're doing. They're already firing people. You could tell they're doing this because of greed, because they want to take over AI and they want to get rid of the writers and actors who don't agree with them. So you could tell.
Did you know Tim Burton almost directed an unmade movie House of Usher remake?
I didn't know about that.
Dinosaur Attack.
That
He
would be
did do
interesting.
Mars Attacks, you know.
Yeah.
Wasn't he supposed to direct Beetlejuice 2 or was this someone else?
Yeah, they were filming
Thanks.
Beetlejuice too.
Oh,
Was he directing it?
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, yeah. I know
this
they
one.
were on filming it while the strike happened. But the biggest one that hit me with this strike is Stranger Things season 5 and Cobra Kai season 6. Because I was looking forward to that. And what's strange is that they're still doing construction on the production of Stranger Things season 5, and the strike hasn't even ended.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen? Like, what's the outcome? The longer this goes, what do you think the outcome will be?
I think it's going to end around September.
Okay. Any
So
reason?
they got to come up with some negotiation and deal because it's gone on. It's gone too far. And hopefully through all this they've learned their lesson and they'll wise up, and then they'll get back to business.
And don't fucking hire people like Ezra Miller ever again.
And fucking Amber Heard.
Exactly.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't fucking mind if you keep hiring Sydney Sweeney. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I know that. I know that much.
She's been keeping busy. I mean, she's doing a lot of photo shoots. She just did a music video where she's dressed up as one of those rock star 80s vixen. You gotta see that she's on top of a convertible and music. Oh my god, you gotta see this.
Wow, man.
Clip. Yeah.
Wow, man. Does she have an OnlyFans?
I wish. I heard rumors. I hope she does. I heard rumors
Instagram
that
is
she.
probably
I've been hearing rumors. I hope she does.
You know, you would have to pay with that Mars currency, right?
Yes. Mars currency.
I'll look into it.
Yeah.
I'll find
Pay
a
in
way.
potatoes.
John the Bond almost did the
Yeah,
John
Jan de
the
Bond.
also did the almost.
Yeah,
did
and
the
she'll finally
Godzilla
come up to Mars, and the radiation will hit her body, and she'll have 3 breasts.
3.
Because
Wait
she's
a
one of
minute.
those actresses
Didn't you-
that's known for her big breasts. You know.
Wait, Isaiah? Didn't you already have a woman in Mars that had 3 titties?
She's gonna be upset.
She's just a fuck buddy.
Wait a minute. Is she okay with is she okay with a menage a trois or something?
I'm sorry.
Is she okay with a menage a trois threesome?
Oh, she's cool with that.
Or you could just give her to Matt Damon
That's a good idea.
or Benny, the cab driver. He's got 5 kids to feed. You know, he could use a 3-titty bimbo on Mars. We're going off track here.
Simple plan directed.
Simple plan.
Sam Raimi. I've never seen it.
I've never seen it.
I remember seeing the ending of that movie. It was very interesting. It was very different for Sam Raimi. I heard Bill Paxton did a good performance of Billy Bob Thornton and Bridget Fonda. I remember the TV spots for that movie. I remember seeing the ending. It was a tough ending.
I've never seen it.
I've never seen it.
So back to Sydney Sweeney. I don't think I've seen her anything like with her.
She,
I haven't.
she
I'm not watching it for you.
No, I don't watch it for you. I just watch the scenes with her in it.
Euphoria. Yeah,
but she's done some other interesting stuff. There are independent films that are interesting. She just came out with a movie on HBO Max, which is the same place where you find Euphoria. She's in that movie Reality. She played the woman reality winner who got arrested for leaking out information on the 2016 election.
Huh.
She is. I saw some clips. She is a fucking good actress. She's not just eye candy. She's one of those sex symbols that are very. Was also a good actress. You know, it's been a long time since we've seen something like that, like with Farrah Fawcett or Kim Basinger. She's like a big throwback. She's like the big A-lister. She's like people are calling her a huge throwback to Golden Hollywood, and she has that sex symbol status, but she's a good actress. She's a damn good actress.
Okay, cool.
You know, this is such a random.
She even does a good job on Euphoria. She got nominated for an Emmy. There's a lot of intense scenes. She's fucking scary. If you watch those scenes with her in Euphoria where she freaks out, it's fucking scary, man. She's a pretty good actress. And she gets fucking naked too.
I had such a random thought. Like, since Wildman is, you know, an alien life form on Mars, instead of like the game of, you know, kiss, marry, kill, we need to have like a whole video with Wildman Beyond on who he would kiss, marry, or fire in the sky.
Not just fire in the sky. Fucking do the torture scene from Fire in the Sky.
Yeah, the torture scene.
Yeah.
So
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Let me know in the comments.
Love to see John DeBont directed a version of Godzilla that he never got made. Stan Winston would have been interesting for the effects.
That would have been interesting. Now, I don't mind the 1998 version of Godzilla. I understand white people hate it, but it was fun. It was fun. It was kind of cool to see Matthew Broderick in a big movie again. Because I
was going to ask,
he did the Cable Guy.
Considered to direct that one, the 1998.
I think so.
Movie?
Yeah, I think he was, and then it obviously went to Roland Emmerich.
Which, looking back, I think I would have. I mean, I like Roland Emmerich, but I can imagine, you know, Jan de Bont with what he did with Speed and Twister, he would have pulled it off.
Do you think he's going to direct the sequel Twisters? Does he have any involvement in that?
I mean, I know of the movie getting made, but I don't know if he was involved. You know,
I don't know if they can pull it off now with Bill Paxton. Now with Bill Paxton gone, I know Helen Hunt.
Yeah, exactly. I brought that up earlier. How, you know, Bill Paxton's gone, and you know this sequel's not really needed.
Well, are they going to do a story where Helen Hunt he's dead and Helen Hunt is grieving over his death? Did he get killed by a tornado? Is that what's going to happen?
No, they've killed everybody else, so it's plausible.
It's plausible.
Now, of course, you can't bring back Phil C. Hoffman. Sadly, he's dead.
Yeah,
you bring back Alan Ruck. He's about the only.
Is he?
Oh
though?
gosh,
What?
Are we still on? Wow, man, you know.
No, Wow, man, you did send some images of Sydney Sweeney as Sonia to me.
Yeah.
Which is,
Well,
I guess
I'm working on that. I'm going to get one. I'm talking.
Oh, on this poster.
I'm working on that. I'm going to get one.
Yeah.
He almost directed the
You can
Meg.
get on your ceiling.
Really? He almost directed the Meg.
You almost directed the Meg? Really?
Really?
Hmm.
Interesting.
I guess, yeah.
I
I could, huh?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I haven't seen Night
I-
Flyer.
Knife Fire. I haven't seen it. I mean, I was gonna say it could bring that movie up some, some credit, but at the same time, what credit does John DeMont have after fucking Speed 2, Electric Boogaloo?
That's true. And by the way, well, oh my God, here we go already. Well, really, Bobby?
Okay.
Bobby, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool. I can answer.
It's all good. It's all
Well,
good.
you
Okay.
can't, you can't just kill Daniel Craig. That's not part of the game. Don't-
Okay. Kiss, definitely Barbie. Mary, definitely Sydney Sweeney, and Fire in the Sky, definitely Daniel Craig.
There you go. Yeah, but I mean, 5 more minutes, I think we're good. Like, if people want to ask more questions for the next 5 minutes,
Yeah.
Peter Benchley, the Beast TV movie.
Peter Benchley's a
Have you guys heard about that movie with Jennifer Lawrence that came out over the summer, No Hard Feelings?
No
Did you know?
Hard Feelings?
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it, but I know she gets naked in it.
That's it.
Oh, come on. Here, come on, man. Oh, God.
Uh,
I don't
I don't know
if-
about that.
I don't know about that. I mean, as flawed as Spawn is, I'll take it over Island of Dr. Moreau,
I remember the TV spot for that one. I need to watch that. But of course, everyone knows the original.
Yes. And everyone knows how chaotic the production for
I
Dr.
heard
Moreau.
a lot about that.
Yeah.
I heard a lot
Even-
about
I remember watching Val Kilmer's documentary that came out back in
Mhm.
21. He didn't seem apologetic about, what was going on behind the scenes on that movie.
I watched that too. It was a very good documentary.
It was very good.
It's very good. David Lynch's Lost Highway. I saw bits of it. I can't really form an opinion on it, but I'm
The only thing I remember was Robert Blake with the weird makeup.
Robert Blake with the weird makeup. I think Nine Inch Nails had a song on the soundtrack.
And it's funny, what's funny? You guys haven't watched Black Mirror yet, haven't you?
Black Mirror is. Oh, you mean the Striking Vipers episode?
Oh no, I'm not. I'm talking about there was an episode that featured a Nine Inch Nails song involving Miley Cyrus, and Miley Cyrus she really impressed me. It's a very interesting episode, and they kind of I can't tell you much about it, but the episode is called Rachel, Jack, and Ashley 2. It's a really good episode, and Miley Cyrus does a very impressive job, believe it or not. She does kind of an interesting cover with that song. You got to watch it to understand why it's there.
Basically, what I'm bringing up is Thunderheart with Val Kilmer.
Thunderheart, I've heard about.
Quite cool.
I love Quiet Cool. Yeah, with James Remar. That's a very
James
underrated
Remar.
movie. I love that movie.
What's funny is that I mentioned this Fighting Vipers episode of Black Mirror. That's like a stimulation kind of fighting game. Anthony Mackie and I think the dude who was Morpheus in that shitty Matrix Resurrections.
Yeah,
they play this inner fighting game that uses their
Avatars.
their avatars. Their avatars. Anthony Mackie's avatar is Ludi Lin, who this will probably piss John off, but he played Liu Kang in Mortal Kombat 2021.
That's why he got the role, was because of that.
Yeah.
I
But
have not.
You haven't
Never
seen
heard of it.
Yeah. And the fake Morpheus's avatar was the chick that played Mantis in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's a really some really fucked up shit because it's a because they like the two avatars are romantically involved.
But in reality, they were best friends, two male best friends.
Two male best friends. Yeah,
The fuck?
Oh,
yeah,
I don't know what to say.
yeah.
yeah, but it is a very fucked up episode. It really is.
Surviving the game.
Surviving the
I
game.
love that movie. Ice-T's most underrated movie. I love that movie.
Yeah,
It reminded me a lot of Hard Target.
yeah, because it was around the same time.
So we'll take, I think, what, 2 more questions?
2 more questions.
Make them good. We've been going on for like 3, maybe like 2.5 hours.
Over 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
I forgot. Sydney Sweeney did appear in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I forgot about that. She was in that.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen that movie.
Yeah.
I have it on Blu-ray.
Mm-hmm. Caroline Thompson. A lot of these unmade movies, we mentioned Tim Burton. The most infamous one, Superman Lives.
Yep.
Which we got I can't believe the Flash movie showed a little bit of that.
Oh God,
man.
yeah.
I will give him credit for showing Christopher Reeve and Helen Slater's Supergirl together because everybody wanted to see them together. It was kind of cool for them to do that.
Yeah.
Not in PlayStation style graphics.
Of course not.
Yeah.
I agree.
The Vanishing, never seen.
I love that movie, The Vanishing. I know it's the original. It's a remake. It's a movie based off a French movie, and I understand the original is very popular, but I love the remake. I really Jeff Bridges creeped the shit out of me in that movie. You gotta watch him. He creeped the shit out of me in that fucking movie. He's a fucking creeper in that movie.
Cool.
I think never seen it. I was thinking about Fearless. I have that one somewhere.
Oh yeah,
Fearless is good too.
Totally different movie.
I know that Rosie Perez was nominated for an Oscar for that film.
Oh wow, okay. Didn't know that. Yeah. So give us one more question.
One more question.
Like a good.
Yeah.
We got anything spicy for questions?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Does John know we talked about Mortal Kombat 1? Do you know that Johnny Cage is going to have a DLC skin where he's played by Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
Because that character's name was modeled after him.
Yes, because the original intent was to make a video game with Jean-Claude Van Damme, but he was already involved with another project at the time, and that's how it led to Mortal Kombat.
That's cool.
Which is funny because they did a Time Cop game where they took the graphics like you see in Mortal Kombat, where you take somebody and make him the model, and Van Damme, and they didn't use Van Damme. And what's other thing is strange is that they did a Steven Seagal game where they took somebody that looks like Steven Seagal
and let's not forget there was also a video game based on the Street Fighter movie.
Oh yeah, and they used the same graphics for the Batman Forever game.
Yes, but yeah, John, there was a video game for Street Fighter the movie with the characters being digitized graphics like Mortal Kombat.
Oh wow,
yeah.
I didn't hear about that. I've heard about the Van Damme Johnny Cage skin, but
yeah.
What does Van Damme think about that? Do he ever mention? Do he ever talk about that? About him being inspired, him being an inspiration for Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat? Do he ever?
I'm pretty sure he's aware of it since he posted about the game recently. Because
I never saw it. I don't think I ever see him talk about that.
Yeah, but everything comes full circle as it is.
It does.
I hope it's good.
A lot of things are coming full circle now.
Yeah.
But you think? I think this is a good ending point here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been going on for a while. But everybody out there, thank you for hanging in there and tuning
Thank you
in.
for hanging. Thank you for hanging in. You know,
It was nice to finally join you guys again. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging in.
Yep.
Yeah,
Bobby, thank you for coming in, and Wild Man,
Yeah.
and
It's glad
all
to see
two
you too. It's
people
glad
that
to see you
watch
too,
this.
Bobby. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll definitely do this again.
Absolutely.
We definitely need to bring Matt
Yo.
Thomas Marchand. We need to
Yeah,
bring
we'll
Studio
do-
Red
awesome.
Band. You know.
Yeah, we'll get them back in here. And
Yeah.
does anybody have a last word?
Stay awesome.
See you in the stars.
That's all, folks.
That's for the best, not like the rest.
Yeah.
But have a good night,
Good night.
and see you in the stars.
Likewise.
Yeah.